All right, guys, we're live. Thank you very much once again for tuning in another week with the comic menu. I am going fast, like I am at work, so I need to bring it down, tone it down a notch because in the background it was going crazy. So my bad, I blame them. And as in them is another great, awesome crew named Off the Panel. We're gonna bring them one by one. Before we do that, we're gonna get my co-host who's always late. Caesar, what's up, Caesar?
It's supposed to be like 7:15 or 7:10. I show up at 7 o'clock and
I
I'm late.
put it because of you. Because
That's
you're
good.
always it's like I am running on old father time. So to give him 10 minutes because he needs to go wipe his ass, go pee.
That's nice.
What
That's
I
nice.
mean, you took off your depends. You're growing up,
If
man.
but that's the whole thing, though. If I had depends, then I would be early.
Would you?
All
Would
right,
you?
guys.
We
I
can
would.
do okay.
I would.
Anyways, so like I was saying, we do have off the panel on with us. Starting off with off the panel, we're gonna get the prettiest co-host on here.
That's me.
JC,
It's
Chelsea,
him.
Chelsea and JC make up Cerebro, guys. Say hi, Cerebro. Let them know who you are and what you do, real quick, before we get the other two numbskulls on here.
Absolutely. Well, this is the first time I've been on this particular show with Cerebro. Chelsea's been on with some of her artwork, I think.
And just a BS.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But we are Cerebro Comics. We're in New Mexico. We're actually super close neighbors to Dracula's Wolf. And I mean, we have a comic shop. We do most of our stuff online. And she's an artist, so she's working on some of her paintings. And we're just here to have fun tonight. I'm freaking pumped.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but
Do we ever know what you're going to say?
pretty much no.
No.
Pretty
Like
much no.
ever.
Hey Del, can you send me the link to this?
Oh yeah. I'll show it to you right now. I'll put it in the group chat.
Please.
Actually, that's done already. So I was sharing as I always do. I always have my head down in the beginning.
Computer.
I let JC talk. I thought he usually
Turn
talked
me
more.
on.
I have more time. JC talks about himself a lot. If you don't know him, you don't want to. But as before we get on, we'll get on the next person. We have Alex from Brotherhood. What's up, Alex?
I thought we were going in order from prettiest to ugliest, and for some reason I thought I was going to come in last. So I was already like backstage. I got last. No, what's up, guys? This is Alex with the Brotherhood of Comic Books and Trading Cards. It's been a while since I've been on here, so it feels good to be back.
What do you mean it's
we're
the
all
first
here.
time?
The first time.
There you go. But I'm here with Off the Panel. This is the crew. Hopefully you get to familiarize yourself with us. This is the kind of stuff we do every single week. So come and check us out every Friday night, moving on over to Saturdays. But I also have the group too, where we do all your usual stuff. So it's buy, sell, trade. So yeah, that's about it.
And guys, don't. And before I bring in the last customer, he's the one with the most energy. Him and JC, up in there, but by himself, he can hold the room pretty up. So before he takes my flair, my pizzazz, let me go ahead and let y'all know. Please stick to the end. Actually, we're just gonna be talking about a couple of quick things. We're gonna do a review, talk about lunar distribution, but we are gonna have a bracket with DC villains. So that's always fun when we have this on here. I like to have everybody's opinions and then try to fight in the comic section. It's gonna be fun. So, like I said, the guy might, make me look bad, but fuck it, let's get him on.
Woo!
I gotta tell him to lower down your shit.
Now,
Jesus.
that intro, I have to come in big. What's up, everyone? Pete with Underdog Comics, always selling out of sunny San Diego. And yeah, definitely try to bring energy each and every show we do. We are live always on Friday nights at 5 p.m. and Saturdays we're moving forward at Saturdays at 4 p.m. with the Off the Panel crew. And yeah, stoked to be here. Thank you, Caesar. Thank you, Del, for having us on. It's a real honor to be here. Appreciate you.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Caesar,
Are you
that was a
saying my
bad.
laugh?
Yes, that's exactly what he's trying to do. This guy. So I'm actually originally with Off the Panel as well, but I don't have as much merchandise as them, so I don't continue to sell. But it was always a great idea. We started up. I think it was Alex and Cerebros and Pete. I was just another guy, and we just wanted to build something together with solid group of friends we can trust. Obviously, you don't see our names in the scammer groups because we try to represent well. But it was a good chance to bring him on here, just have a regular show, shit talking. Not as much because it's been calmed down, but we are going to be talking, like I said, the comic review. We'll start off with that to get out of the way and to continue because it was Prometheus shackled, right, or something like that.
Prometheus and Chains.
Prometheus in the chain, and luckily Caesar read it too. Real
Good
quick,
job, Pete.
what's up, Rob? What's up, brother? We'll go over that real quick, and then we are going to talk about Lunar because we have some people here that do. Actually, I think just Alex, right? Do Pete and Cerebral, do y'all mess with Lunar Diamond? Nothing like that. Okay.
But we have in the past, but definitely not presently.
Recently, no.
Same here.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with the review real quick. Right? Prometheus Unchained. They reached out to me and said, "I'll have you guys on. Let's read it together." There's only a couple of pages we actually read. I'm gonna go over my review first. It was some good art. I think it would have been a good story. There was not a lot of talking. It was just a couple of sentences here. You had to let your brain actually just gather, like, okay, this is what's happening. I think they're vampires. I'm not too sure. I did see Dr. Frankenstein in the sentences, so it confused me a lot. I honestly don't want to say anything bad about it because it was the first issue. So I'm gonna let that go. Pete, what did you think?
I like the concept. I like the concept that it was based off Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, where it was the doctor's Frankenstein. It was the husband and wife team. They were Jewish scientists brought over to America to work on the Manhattan Project. I liked that they kept a lot of actually historical figures with like Einstein and stuff. But like you had said as well, I wanted a little more backstory in that first couple pages of it. It was great artwork, a cool horror theme. It definitely, you could feel the Frankenstein-esque aspect to it with the hacking of body parts, with, his wife unfortunately died and you can tell he's going to bring her back, but he's totally in a drunken, drunken stupor, just very depressed and all that. So I'd like to see the next episode or the next book in the series to really get a feel, but it has potential. I do like the backstory and the historical aspect to it, which was kind of fun.
And then we'll go with, I'm gonna leave Caesar at the end. Just make sure.
Very nice
He
of
was
you.
the last one to read it.
No, you're right. No,
I know.
you know what? You're good. You're good, Del, because I'm getting everyone's cliff notes. So
It's exactly why I'm trying to save you, brother. I'm trying to save you. I understand. So, Cerebro, what were your thoughts on that?
Go for it.
I'm on the same page with everybody else. I liked the fact that it was bringing in that Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I'm not a big horror comic book fan. But I can see where the story had potential to progress. I think there was a little bit of there were gaps that your brain definitely had to fill in. So it was a little bit sliced, but I liked the concept of it. I liked where it was, the potential of it heading. So, what about you?
I just forgot his name, and we were just talking. Well, no, I was talking to a buddy. Because you said spliced, and I can't remember the art of the writer. But in like 80s or 70s, there was a book.
Is it my internet or is it theirs?
Yours, Caesar. Go ahead, Cerebral. Don't let him interrupt you.
Right.
Actually, go ahead.
Okay. Now I just forgot his freaking name again. Asimov. It was very Asimov with, I had to plan out what they were going to say next instead of them feeding it to me, if that made any sense.
Right.
But I love horror comics, and it definitely has potential. That's my easy answer.
Okay. Alex?
Yeah, same concept as most of you guys on here. Not a big horror fan, but I was actually surprised by for it to be like a horror book. It had me kind of confused. I was like, is it going to be more of a love story type book, or is it going to be just kind of like just somebody who kind of goes crazy and loses his shit, or is it going to be something more dark and gritty? But I was actually surprised because the colors that were used for the book was kind of on the brighter end. So for it to be a dark and gritty book, it didn't give me that vibe of like a horror-esque book. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's only a few pages, so it's hard to base it off of that. Of course, it definitely leaves you wanting more, like typical books kind of do. So I'll be waiting to see what kind of direction it goes into. But so far, so good. Like the writing's pretty good. I'm big into like artwork, so the artwork was phenomenal. The colors were vibrant, like I said. So it kind of leaves you wanting more. So we'll see how it finishes up.
So before I actually interrupt Caesar, because either way he didn't like read it in. Rob, I did get it, Rob. So I got Gabe, the Adventures of Gabe's Cave, which is we'll talk about it later. I do need to get a PDF so I can send it to our next host so we can review that. I'll be expecting to review. I should get a hold of Will also because he has Psycho Sal out there. I do want to read that, so I'll try to get some PDFs as well. But yeah, thank you very much, Rob and Gabe, Chris Reed for sending that out for me. And then like I said, I did interrupt Caesar. I think he's very pumped up to get his review out there. Caesar, what's your review, buddy?
You know what? I read it last night, and I will agree with everyone else except for the part that I read. I actually read it. I was proud of myself. Coming to the art aspect, the art was actually pretty good. A little when it comes to the panels, I'm not a big fan of the overlapping of the panels. Sometimes they kind of confuses me. I'm like, oh, okay, what am I? Especially when there's no words, right? Because where your eyes go first, which panel does it go first? And cool concept, like Pete said, they used Einstein, they used Oppenheimer, they used a couple of names for historical figures. It's cool. I just it wasn't enough, but I don't know. It was all right. But yeah, I did read the. I did read. I was so proud of myself.
I'm so
He's more
of
proud of that aspect than anything else.
I was more
did it.
proud.
I did it.
I was proud that I read, and then I had ice cream after to like an award.
Wow.
No, hold on.
That's how climactic it was. Got it?
Just to let you know, I had to make sure we went around first because he pretty much said the same thing everybody else said. He had no idea. He had his own idea, nothing like that. So Caesar,
no, it's not true. I did say something about the panels. So that one said no one said that about.
That's a generalized statement. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh!
Just FYI, Caesar, that becomes when you read more books, you get an eye for it, and you kind of get trained.
Well, this is the reason why I don't read books. I don't like the panels.
Just
so let's go ahead. Let me just text somebody real quick. I know we'll skip what we got to talk about. We're gonna talk at the end. But where is this post? Let's tag
mercy.
We're gonna start off with the panel, the bracket first. Everyone.
Oh, you sons of bitches! You wait.
So we are gonna do we did change it up, and I did that on purpose because I know they were ready for talking about Lunar, but I'm gonna shake it up because none of them know about DC villains. Hold on, let me see what it. Psycho Sal, the hottest indie book on the market at the moment. Just saying, hey, I did say once I get my hands on one of your Psycho Sals, and I think the Miku Sunya, I'm not gonna lie, was one of the best ones I've seen. By which one I'm gonna get, I will talk about it and do a review on that. But we are gonna let me move you up here, Peter, because the thing is blocking your beautiful face. Let's talk about DC villains, and I think it might be easy for some of my co-hosts on here. I know Cerebral is not a big fan of DC. Alex is a Marvel fan club. Oh, okay, Jeff, thank you. So we might have two brains that are going to be working today because Caesar just looks at pictures. We'll start off with this, and we'll start off from the top. Pete, who do you have? You know who they are, right?
Yeah.
Who do you have in this battle?
Who do I have in this battle? I think I said it a little earlier, but this one I have actually Captain Cold. The reason being, Captain Cold's a little more evil in his ways. He will kill people, no worries whatsoever. Mr. Freeze just wants to save his wife when it comes down to it. Think the Flash Rogues Gallery right there. They've tried to kill hundreds of thousands of people over the years. And Mr. Freeze, he's primarily in Gotham. And if people get in his ways, he'll freeze them. But I'm going with Captain Cold on this one.
Okay. How about you, Caesar?
Who?
Caesar.
Who's Caesar?
No, see, I guess my internet is either choppy, so you guys are breaking in and out. Am I next? We're going
Yes,
down,
sir. Yes.
right? Because you guys are breaking up. I'm gonna go Captain Cold 100%. For the reasons that Pete said. The other guy he has a soft heart, Mr. Free. He does. He, like you said, he wants to. If it was not for his wife, he wouldn't be a killer. Captain Cold's a straight out. He's straight out savage.
Yeah.
So Captain Cold 100%.
Okay. That's good. How about you, Cerebro?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I love Mr. Freeze, and I know that is a character from Flash, but I don't know anything about him, so therefore, it's got to be Mr. Freeze. Basically, I'm biased by not knowing.
I just, all I know of Dr. Freeze is Mr. Freeze. Sorry. Mr. Freeze is from Batman Adventures and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So there you go.
That was your segue right there, Alex.
There you go. I handed it to you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's more of a popular character, I guess. Most people would go Mr. Freeze because he's more out there than Captain Cold is. But I'm not much of a DC reader, but I still have to go with Captain Cold on that one.
Okay. I not understand why y'all are going for Captain Cold. I really do because of his. But this guy, yes, he does it for his wife. But even at that, he would do anything for his wife. So he would, find a way to kill everybody, while he will kill until he finds what he wants, which is his money. His let's see what the whole crew here miss you fucking guys. Hey, what's up, Blaze? What's up, brother? Hey, who do you got, Blaze? Well, I'm talking. Who do you got? And then we have Captain Cold versus Mr. Freeze, right? Mr. Freeze has gone one-on-one versus Batman. It's one thing versus to go one-on-one versus Batman versus one-on-one versus Flash. Flash, I don't think if Flash has killed anybody, has he?
The Flash himself, has he killed anybody?
Yes.
I don't believe on purpose, and if he has, he's reset the timeline to correct that issue.
Yeah, but the thing is, every time he battles just to subdue, and so does Batman, right? But to a point, Batman actually wants to break a limb, scare the shit out of
he has no problem breaking bones as long as he doesn't kill him with a gun.
Yeah, and the backstory, that backstory is a lot better for Mr. Freeze. I 100% agree on that, Blaze. But since I am outvoted, me and Blaze are outvoted, we are going to give it to Captain Cold for now. Go ahead.
The funny thing is that in the books, Captain Cold is actually a couple years older than Freeze. He's been around since 1957, Showcase number 8, and Mr. Freeze is 1959. Go figure. You would figure Freeze is older than Captain Cold, but there you go.
How did you know this?
Because believe it or not, I was thinking about collecting the Legion of Doom's first appearance, and
Nice.
I went through the Legion of Doom. I said that shit's not gonna fucking happen, because try to find yourself a Showcase number 8. Try to find yourself a first Brainiac. I'm sorry. I don't know, Lex Luthor. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right. So let's give it up to Captain Cold for this one. Oh, okay. We'll go. Let me switch this up. So let's switch it here, and then here, and we'll go from the top. Alex, you're first.
What is that? Mantis and who's that? Red Hood?
Red Hood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good battle. I can't say I know much about Mantis other than the movie, but I gotta go with Red Hood in this one.
All right. We'll give you that one. Okay, and then we'll go with Cerebral next.
Okay.
Red Hood all the way. He's freaking badass.
Yes.
And yes, he's a Batman character. And I freaking love him because he is so beast mode. And actually, I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but one of the community's bigger Red Hood fans kind of pushed me to and now I can't remember what issues it was, but there were a couple of specific Batman books. He was just like, you need to read this. And so, long story short, I love Red Hood. Mantis is badass. Or Manta.
Black
Sorry.
Manta.
Sorry, Black
Yeah.
Manta is badass. But
Yeah, I even got it wrong.
Well, it's the Alex Ligno.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know.
It's his accent.
It is his accent.
Is good and all. I don't know enough info on him, but again, Red Hood is probably he's definitely the best modern Batman villain in my opinion, and probably like top 3 or 4 of my top 2 or 3, top 2 of my favorite Batman villains. Right, that's my opinion.
Okay. So then we'll move on to Chelsea. You're good, right, with giving JC the that one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm double checking. All right, we got Steve. Hey, Steve. And DC.
What's up,
Steve is a DC guy. So while you're waiting, Steve, and we're gonna go off with Caesar next. What do you think, Black Manta versus Red Hood? So, Caesar, you're next. Let's see these.
Black Manta.
Wow.
Black Manta, because this is a guy. All he has to do is trick one way for the Red Hood to get into water, and he's done. He's just done. Black Manta. Plus, he's a skilled fighter. He has little gadgets. Red Hood is Red Hood's a badass, but Black Manta all the way.
I can't wait until it gets to me. All right, go ahead. So we have Red Hood, Black Manta. Pete, what do you think?
It's a tough one. Black Manta is trained special forces, has Atlantean tech, he's got lasers. Like Caesar just said, if he gets Red Hood into the water, he's screwed. But is Red Hood screwed if he gets into water? Red Hood was trained by Batman. He's absolutely insane and psychotic because he went into the Lazarus pit. He has a lot of Batman's tech at his disposal, or a rendition of it. Plus, he uses firearms, but that's nothing to Black Manta's blasts. That's a tough one, man. I mean, I want to say Red Hood just because I love his storyline. I love how he just has no problems killing. Well, I think Black Manta, he's a mercenary in his own right, but he still has some bit of moral code. So I'm going to go with Red Hood.
So I was waiting for this, and Pete said pretty much what I wanted to say. Dustin, I did tag you, brother. So if you want to join in, I know you're very formative with this too. Black Panther, Red Hood, who would win? But Red Hood, 100%, right? 100%. He was the one that was so close to killing Joker. The only reason he stopped was because of fucking Batman, right?
Yep.
That's the only reason. He was trained under Batman.
Yep.
He survived the Lazarus pit. He has been through a lot. Black Manta is just a jealous fucking brother that wants to get the throne. And he is nothing. When it comes to hand-to-hand battle, obviously Red Hood's going to fucking whoop his ass. 100%. 100%. I thought you guys were the cosplay characters actually fighting the cage match, but this is good too. This guy. Fucking Dan.
It makes Manta a punk.
There we go. So we have like 4 or 5 for Red Hood, and we have 1 Caesar for Black Manta. So
What Caesar?
1 Caesar, not 1 person, but we have 1 Caesar. And I don't know why you wanted to go against the edge. Cut against the grain, but you fucked up on this one. So we'll go with Red Hood.
All right, whatever.
Fine.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Let me switch it up again. We're gonna go with Cerebral on top. We'll keep that one, and then we'll switch to here. So we got Captain Boomerang, and then we have Gorilla Grodd. 2 of them. These two are iconic, right? As villains for sure. So even if you don't know DC, you will know who they are. So we'll go with Cerebral. Whoever wants to answer between both of you, go ahead.
No.
I have no idea who either of those guys are.
All I know
Are
is
you
Gorilla Grodd. or Grodd is like I said, Batman Adventures.
Batman,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, or Justice League. One of them.
I don't know either of those guys.
But yeah, that's all I know.
Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that because
Like I said, I don't do DC.
Was it Black Andrew? I'm glad you're here, but you're late with that answer. So we have Grodd, bro. Well, who is making these matches? Grodd Spank. So it was automatic. Dustin. It wasn't me. Don't blame me. Everybody blames me, but it was automatic. And then
Yeah, I go with the mom of Tarzan. That's who I go with.
actually, mom's are not Grodd. Okay, so we have two Grodd. What says you, Alex?
I gotta go with Monkey Boy here. Honestly, I mean, I'm not too familiar with either of their backstories, but if Boomerang can get captured by Amanda Waller and get the chip placed into him and get all that stuff, of course, based off the movie, I don't know his backstory either, but I gotta go with the monkey.
That is a good point, though. That is a good point. I like that. I didn't even think about that. So, Pete, what do you think?
Dude, Grodd all day. Grodd, so Grodd, doesn't he have mental ability? Like,
Yes.
he
Yes.
can
Yes.
control the mind. So, okay,
Mhm.
this is the scenario. Grodd controls Boomerang's mind. Boomerang throws a boomerang. Grodd rips Boomerang's arms off. The Boomerang comes back and blows him up. Boom.
Mortal
Done.
Kombat
Grodd
edition.
wins all day.
Finish him.
And I'm a big DC fan, too. I grew up reading DC, so I'm like, this is awesome.
Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3 for Grodd. So what are your thoughts, Caesar?
Fucking Pete, man. I think that Pete was studying this shit all day today.
Man, I'm just freaking nerd, bro.
Gorilla Grodd. It would be Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla Grodd, just for those who don't know, he's part of Flash's rogue gallery.
Flash!
So is Captain.
You know.
Boomerang.
So it's Captain Boomerang. Flash has been around. I mean, Gorilla Grodd is just, he is more of a badass. He's smart. He's a genius. That's what he's known for. And the mind control. So 100% Gorilla Grodd.
Okay. And I'm going to double that on that one. Is it Gorilla Grodd? He basically is part of a gorilla ecosystem that live in a bubble just like fucking Black Panther did. Their technology is so advanced. They're so smart.
Mhm.
He's able to stop Batman a couple of times. Where Batman he's come back and he's won. He stopped Flash before. He has more wins against him than Captain Boomerang, of course. Captain Boomerang is a badass. He's a cool character, but overall, Gorilla Grodd has the mental powers. He has he's more powerful than human, obviously, right? He has gorilla powers and
Gorilla powers.
gorilla powers. So all five of us said Grodd, Diane said Grodd, Dustin said Grodd, Andrew said Grodd. We're gonna go with Grodd on this one, guys.
Yeah.
That's our first clean sweep.
That,
That was
and
pretty easy.
he's also been
got
around.
I got one right and I didn't even know it.
This one should be another one that should be easy. You have Bizarro versus Two-Face.
Oh, come
I know these
on.
people.
Both are iconic, right? Both are iconic. So let me switch this up. We're gonna go with Caesar first before he copies everybody's answers,
Well, he'll
And then-
know both of those guys right away.
and then we'll leave it like this. So Caesar, you first. Caesar, Two-Face or Bizarro?
Bizarro win all time. That's it. Me,
No, I can't.
Bizarro. No, Bizarro. Come on, Bizarro is basically just a dumb Superman. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins his whole damn thing. But he is dumb.
Sweet baby Jesus, Bizarro wrecks that ass. I second that. So obviously, Alex, you're next. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, it's hard to say Two-Face loses in any battle because I mean he's just an iconic character. He's got so much going for him, but yeah, Bizarro just with his powers alone, he can just breathe on him, and there goes Two-Face. So have to go Bizarro all the way.
Okay, I like that answer. Go ahead, Pete.
No contest, Bizarro. Heat vision from a mile away with his telescopic vision, and boom, Two-Face dead. You know what I mean? No contest, Bizarro.
Okay, thank you very much. I think this would be one of the easiest one. Okay, Cerebro, you're next.
Same exact thing. But I do want to say two things. Number one, Dan, that was freaking hilarious with a coin flip.
Yep.
But even still, Two-Face would lose. And I like Two-Face's backstory,
know.
kind of like
Yeah.
what you guys were saying about, I don't know, one of the characters already. The backstory is really, really good. It was about Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
But just like every single person said, that's the dumb Superman. And
Well, yeah, and so like, yeah, dumb Superman would win in a battle, but I like the story of Two-Face.
yeah,
Fucking Dustin. God mind controls Bizarro. End of this battle.
Agreed,
So
Dustin.
we still got more fucking villains. You can't just go 100%.
you can't jump.
Stop
15
jumping!
rounds.
Stop jumping the gun, Dustin. Gosh.
Jeez,
So-
Dustin.
With that being said, I am gonna go with Bizarro as well. Two-Face is a cool character for Batman and only Batman, because nobody else should have an issue with this guy other than Batman. And not because Batman sucks, it's just because it's a personal thing here and there. Is Harvey Bizarro? There's another one for Bizarro. Special Super is very and anger issues. That sounds about right.
Yeah, honestly, in what world will Two-Face win? I mean, what scenario would need to happen for Two-Face to even have a remote?
Well,
chance?
but I will say, Two-Face is ruthless, and he can hire a bunch of smart guys and hire a bunch of guys and trick Bizarro into doing some stupid shit, and he can come out on top. So don't give Two-Face. We kind of forget.
But is that really a Two-Face victory? If you
Hold
beat
on, hold
other
on.
people?
Caesar, so what is your answer? Is it Bizarro or Two-Face?
I mean, if we're going for just one, it would be Bizarro, but Two-Face is a little.
Exactly. That's all we need to know. How are you going to be the first one to have a chance to talk and then go to the end and then go back to you? You're very
He
conflicted.
likes to be the outcast. That's
You're
all
really
I like.
conflicted.
Well, on second thought,
I'm still
No,
trying
it's
to.
a
I'm still trying to read that comic from last night. So fuck you guys.
page 2.
Let's see. Let's see. We have some more comments in here. Doomsday bitch ass slaps them all. Brandon, you're jumping the gun too. We'll see what we see on here.
I like Brandon better when he's shaved.
Right? I just saw that. Maybe a Black Lantern, Two-Face. Hey, there we go. That does it. I like how you're thinking, but this one's regular. Fuck this guy. Two-Face would just buy Bizarro a train set to distract him and run away and hide Y'all make
Kind
this
of right, Dan.
Dad is thinking outside the box, right? Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all just made this extra. All right. So overall, we got Bizarro without these extra stuff. It's like, honestly, I love Batman, but when you say if you give Batman prep time, he could be anybody. We got to go with Batman right now. Right? And I love that guy. It's just sometimes he will lose. So let's go to Bizarro. Okay, Bane versus Wade Wilson. I mean, Slade Wilson. My bad. So, hey, I almost caught. I was almost caught. So let's move this up again, and then I'll see in the last because I was actually this move. Yeah, it's moving in the last. So let's start off with Pete. What do you think, Pete?
Deathstroke all day. Deathstroke all day. He's pretty much, I mean, as we all know, Deadpool was kind of created after Deathstroke. You can kind of see the similarities. But he can regrow limbs. He can heal. He's a a master martial artist. Bane's just a brute that can fight, and he's a menacing foe unto himself. But I think Deathstroke could evade his blows and just mess him up. And then Bane, all you're gonna do is slice that line where his venom goes into his skull. Forget it, you're done. Deathstroke for the win all day.
Okay, I like that. Okay, Cerebro, you're next.
I like the fact that Pete said, "Forget it, you're done. You're done."
You're done.
I dig Bane a lot. He reminds me of my brother a lot. So I really, really, really like Bane, but Deathstroke for sure because of the obvious. I mean, he's Deadpool in DC. So
I agree.
Hands down. But I still love you, Bane. I love you, Bane.
I agree. I agree.
Caesar, you're next.
Bane's already out of the.
Well, since me and Bane share the same thing where we had the stuffing right up, I'm gonna say this would probably be Deathstroke, but Bane wouldn't go down so easily. But Deathstroke is Deathstroke. He's just an overall, just a 360 badass. I mean, you can't go with that. You can't go wrong with that.
Okay, so we got Deathstroke, and he can typically fight a solo team. Dustin, my dude, he outsmarted Bruce more than once, and that is true. He has, and he's talking about Bane.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I get
Oh,
it.
I get it. Yeah. But
Bale
all it
did
takes is a good. All it takes is a good blade to slice that tube, and he's done.
That's true. That's true. Okay, Alex, you're next.
Yeah, I'm kind of split on this one. Now it depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking about like cinematic, if we're talking about Titans, Deathstroke versus Batman in the movie, Bane, hands down Bane. But as a character from the books, we have to go Deathstroke all the way. I mean, he's just a badass, a martial artist. He just outsmarts everybody. He's definitely an elite villain in the DCU. So I have to go with Deathstroke.
JC versus words.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Palms, for that.
So I'm gonna address this, Dustin. Yes, he has outsmarted Bruce, but you're talking about versus Slade. One on one, never meeting each other for the first time and all this stuff. I think Deathstroke would win. He has the abilities to take a lot of people. It would take a lot for Bane to take on Deathstroke, and even when you saw Deathstroke in the Flash, that Flash movie, was it? I forgot.
The end credits.
No, not the end credits. No, not Flash. The Flashpoint Paradox. But he was fighting against other characters regularly as like a hero, but he was fighting against top dudes out there, and he was holding his own. Against Bane, Bane is a solid B villain to me, and Deathstroke is number one. As of right now, it looks like the Deathstrokes agree to disagree. Deathstroke has and it's crazy how how easy Bane went down the first round. I didn't expect this, so let's go.
I don't think it's as easy to take down Bane as people make it sound. Just knocking off his juice head thing and that's it. But it's
I'm not saying it's going to be an easy fight for Deathstroke
No,
by
no.
any means, but I'm just saying, Bane rips off an arm, Deathstroke grows it back, and then but Deathstroke's a skilled tactician. Bane is too, but I just think Deathstroke's going to take that, man.
So if y'all don't know who this is, I forgot his name, but he was the creator of the Red Lantern Corps, and he himself is a badass.
Isn't it? Is that Brimstone?
Honestly, let me see. I'll look it up real quick. But you see Darkseid. Let me just change this up again. Let's go with Caesar first.
Well, come on,
if we need
Darkseid.
to introduce who a character is, they shouldn't even hands down Darkseid.
But I mean, he is now. Listen, he is part of the Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
So he has all the ring stuff.
Cosmic.
But Darkseid is Darkseid.
Yes, atrocious. Yes, atrocious. There we go. Atrocious. I'm gonna say fuck. I'm saying it wrong, but
So-
that word.
Oh, 100%. I would still say no matter what, it's still Darkseid because he's just a badass. I mean, he's just a badass. I mean, he goes toe to toe with Superman at times, and he holds his own. And so I would go with Darkseid. Plus, he has those the laser eyes. Was it the laser tag?
Mega beams.
Atrocious.
Mega beams.
There we go. Atrocious.
Yep. So for me, it's Darkseid or Darkseid. Depends how you say it.
And you got to remember, just to let you know, Atrocitus is not just a Earth villain. He is a universal villain. You know what I mean? So he's not just like a regular. Yes, he is too, but he faces against a Green Lantern Corps by himself. He faces against the White Ones. He gets against different characters in the universe. So you got to keep that in mind. I understand that some of y'all don't know who he is, but if you read his backstory, he is fucking strong. It's like Dustin said. So we'll go on with Alex. What are your thoughts?
The real battle in this scenario is if you say Darkseid or Darkseid. I mean, honestly, hands down, it's got to be him for the win. Isn't he a god? I don't know. I thought he was labeled as a god.
I knew God, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's a god. They're both cosmic beings. So, obviously, I think Darkseid got the upper hand in this one.
Okay, Pete.
Tough decision, but Darkseid.
It's a tough decision, but
So, bro, your turn.
No, I'd say that just because Darkseid, I believe, has pretty much taken out like Oa on his own. You know what I mean? Like he's done some damage in cosmos level, like cosmic level,
By himself.
battles by himself, and he commands, I mean, all of Apocalypse behind him as well, willing to die in a moment's notice for him. You know, so I'm gonna go with Darkseid.
Dark side wins for sure, but I'm not arguing with your boy. Yes, for sure, for sure. That's why I wanted to like bring you some points. But go ahead, Cerebro, you're next.
You want to say? I want to hear you say
I want
it.
to say dark side.
You say side?
I say side.
I say dark seed. So there's your conflict right there. But
Okay.
again, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know enough about the red pretty flying guy. Other
Atrocities.
Is that the Kool-Aid man?
Exactly.
Yes.
It's either that or the super pro character. But yeah, dark seed. See, now you got me saying it.
It is seed, isn't it? Can we all agree that seed? It's SEID, isn't it?
It is.
Right.
It is seed. I've always said it was dark.
Side.
I've always said seed.
I've
A
always
lot
said
of people-
seed.
A lot of people
It should
talk
be
about
the real
inside.
debate here.
But I grew up with him being one of the two biggest villains that I was afraid of as a kid, him and Lex Luthor. So
Aren't you
that's
still?
Watch Justice League Animated Series for
Yeah.
reference. So they're going for dark side. Everybody's going for dark side. I'm going to give you some information from Atrocitus. His longevity. He's over 1 billion years old. That's number one,
Wow.
David. He has magic clairvoyance. What is fucking Superman's biggest weakness? Magic, right? Or kryptonite. My bad. He has precognition. He can see in the future. He has preparation. He has absorption. Build a cosmic divining rod, which can locate and take powers away by absorbing them. He has flight, force field creation, blood absorption, immortality. This guy, honestly, against anybody else, I think he would take it, right?
Well-
Pretty much, Atrocitus. But against Darkseid,
I think his rage will overwhelm him because that's the Red Lantern is rage, you know.
yeah.
So I think honestly he'll get consumed by his rage, and Darkseid will be able to get in that win.
And I'm gonna.
He'll just get too angry, and Darkseid will capitalize on it.
So let me go ahead and we all wait for Darkseid. Look, Andrew goes Darkseid. There we go. So
Dark.
Cheetah versus
Grundy.
Grundy.
Grundy, Solomon Grundy.
Okay, and we're gonna switch this up. We're gonna go with Cerebro first.
oh my god, I don't know. You answer.
Solomon Grundy.
I was gonna say Cheetah
Why?
because she's cute.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we have one Grundy on here.
Grundy!
Caesar doesn't agree with our opinions.
So,
He never does.
Alex, you're next. Alex,
I need a reference check. What does Grundy do again exactly?
he
He's
goes
Grundy.
1-on-1 versus Superman.
Yep.
He goes
Oh,
1-on-1
he's-
for anybody in the Justice League. It takes forever. So he was a okay. Peter, can you answer this? I'm gonna.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy is basically like the DC equivalent of a Hulk in a
Yeah.
in a
Mhm.
sense. He's an
I just never
undead
seen
Hulk.
that in him. Like,
Um,
never. I know he's big and like indestructible, but I never really.
He's
seen
indestructible. He can get
Mhm.
killed and then he'll come right back, or not come
Mhm.
right back, but he's undead. I mean, he comes from the swamps.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chitara is basically a Wonder Woman villain.
Yeah,
That
I
was
gotta honestly
souped
go
up.
probably with Cheetah in this one. Just speed and agility. I mean, she's just merciless. So I mean, just to shake things up a little bit, I'll go with Cheetah.
We got our first sample of the show. So Pete, you.
I just
go
want the
ahead.
comments to keep
Grundy.
flooding in.
Grundy
Grundy.
all day. Cheetah comes by him, does some scratches on him. He grabs that tail, whips her around, and bam, dead. Grundy for the win.
There we go. I like that. Caesar, what do you think? Caesar?
Grundy. I mean, Grundy is he's one of my favorites actually. He's just a
Grundy's
badass.
awesome.
Meaning he's slow. He is slow and a little dumb, but he's powerful as shit. Hard to kill, and all it would take is just one move to snap Cheetah's neck. So I think
Yeah.
I think Grundy's all right.
Every time you see Grundy, though, he looks like a damn butler. I mean, what the hell? Why is he always got a suit on?
Pete
He's
versus
dead
a
for
ham
God's sake.
sandwich.
That's a good one. So I'm gonna go also with Grundy. And what's up, Josh? I see you right there, brother. Just because of the thing, they've already battled in a couple of movies already. Not because they had to, it's because he's been on the good side a couple of times, or he's been the bad side and she's been the good side. And every single time, he just all he has to do is grab her by the head, slams her against the wall, and she's done. Down for
Could
the
just
count.
crush her skull too.
Yeah, I mean, he is powerful, honestly. So we're going with Grundy on this one, guys. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Ooh.
So,
This should be like semifinals.
dude, okay, let's
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go first this time. I haven't gone first at all. So we'll go. I'm Joker versus Scarecrow. Joker versus Scarecrow. Steve isn't here, so he can't complain. I am actually gonna go with the Joker. You know, he is an iconic character. He's pulled a lot of shit from his ass. He's led Scarecrow. Scarecrow has been his bitch a couple of times. Even if he does that hallucination, it won't affect Joker because he's already crazy as it is. When it comes to battling, he's on a one-on-one with Batman. Joker needs to have that upper hand even to come close to fighting with Batman. Joker just needs to show up pretty much. He does have his gadgets like Batman does, but one-on-one, I say Joker over Scarecrow easily. So, with that being said, Cerebro, what are you thinking?
I say Joker as well. Joker's just
Joker,
he's gone in the head, and you cannot
Scarecrow.
you can't beat somebody who's freaking psychotic. So that's my saying.
Movie Joker versus comic Crow all day. Josh, you can't be cheating. This is gonna straight up break. Like, well, yeah, but we're gonna go overall. We're gonna just go with straight up Joker comic because he has done a lot of crazy shit. Pete, what do you say?
Joker all day.
Joker all day.
He is just, yeah, man, Joker all day. I don't even need to get into it. Just Joker. He's got this one down.
Caesar,
I'm gonna go with the Scarecrow. He does have that toxin. He can use it many different ways. He is pretty smart. He is a doctor. He can get psychological. Even though Joker is crazy, I think Scarecrow could get into his head. And if he gives him that toxin, he could really get into his head. So I'm going to go with Scarecrow in this one. He's a Scarecrow's a scary guy. I think people underestimate that guy. He's
Josh. Josh, it wasn't me that made this thing. I just pulled that out. All right, Alex, you're the last one. What do you say?
Yeah, we have to go hands down with Joker. There is no weapon for Scarecrow to use against Joker. I think anything that Scarecrow tries to use, Joker will kind of be immune to it. So it's not really nothing in favor of Scarecrow.
Versus the inside of a comic. That's funny. So it was closer than I thought it was. We had like 3 Jokers. I mean Scarecrows, and the rest were Jokers. So we are going to pass this on with Joker. That was a good battle right there. So
Yeah.
we have Dr. Cold or King Cold versus Red Hood. We'll go with Alex first because he was the last one, and then we'll go with Cerebro and Pete. So go ahead, Alex. Who do you got on this one?
Easy, Red Hood, heads down. I don't think there's an argument there. Just the same thing, martial artist. There's so many ways that Red Hood could win against Captain Gold.
Okay, I like that. Cerebro?
I'm stuck on Red Hood still, not only because I still don't know that guy, but even after the information that you all gave me, I love Red Hood. So Red Hood still.
All right, good. So we'll go with Red Hood. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm already skipping everybody. Pete, you're next.
Red Hood all day. He's a skilled tactician for someone who's not as skilled as him. Red Hood all day.
Comic Hood all day. There we go, guys. How about you, Caesar?
Captain Cold, because once and if he does get a hold of Red Hood and does put him on a deep freeze, Captain Cold. I mean, Red Hood can't get out of that. It's just the way it is. It's going to be in a block of ice.
Are you sure that he doesn't have a heating device to melt that
No,
ice?
he doesn't have a fucking. Does he have shark repellent? Is that what you're trying to say, fucking Pete?
Dude, he might. He's fighting Manta. You never know. He might.
I'm gonna stick with Captain. I'm gonna go with Captain Cold.
Hey, Caesar. Batman and Robin have fought a shark already. So
I know.
Calm down. So, all right. But Red Hood. Remember, he does have those gadgets, and Batman has used it before. And once Captain Cold freezes a leg or arm, he has those little mini bombs. Pop, breaks it up, and he's good. So he has and you know what? I'm not gonna say he goes in plan like Batman does, but he does have these little gadgets here and there. And if he have to, he'll break it or cut off his arm. Red Hood is a different beast, right? He's not the Batman. He will chop off his arm and will continue to do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Red Hood. We have 2 hoods on the comment section.
Ooh,
So
hoods.
Red Hood it is.
Woot, woot.
What?
So this is a good one, and that's fucking Dustin earlier trying to kill it. So we have Grodd versus Bizarro. Grodd versus Bizarro. What are y'all's thoughts on this one? And I haven't switched anybody up, and we're gonna put the big brain first. Caesar, we're gonna start with you.
First of all, thank you for the big brain thing. I'm gonna go with Grodd because he will 100% outsmart Bizarro one way or another, and Grodd all the way.
Okay, thank you. That's a good valid point. I mean, not right, but it's a valid point. So, Cerebro, you're next. Delver.
Grodd.
Bizarro.
We already had a one notch show.
Bizarro.
Bizarro,
Yes.
but for Grodd.
Hey, she knows. Hey, seriously, she knows both the characters. I just know Bizarro, the monkey face guy. Or I
Yeah,
guess monkey.
that's Tarzan's mom.
Yeah. I don't know anything about him. I just know, like Caesar said it earlier, he's the stupid Superman. I'm the Superman fan, so he's the best.
So y'all are going with Bizarro then, right?
No, she said
Okay,
it.
Grodd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Pete, what do you think, Pete?
Grodd all day. Grodd all day. Mind control, baby. Mind control.
Okay.
Okay.
And how about you, Alex?
Same thing, Grodd. What good is having all that strength and powers if you don't know how to use it? So, Grodd will take advantage of that. Again, mind control and use his powers against them.
And I am gonna go with Bizarro. I know I'm the off, just because if you saw Grodd fight against Flash, Bizarro Grodd needs to like be looking at you, directed at you to get that mind control effect. You know what I mean? It's not just automatic top like Captain like Manhunter. Flash was able to just dodge those fucking things, and he was able to do it. Bizarro is fast enough just to dodge that. He just give him an uppercut and he's done. One hit from Bizarro, he's done. Right. So I'm gonna go with Bizarro, and I know I'm losing on this one. It's just me and a couple of people. Everybody's choosing Grodd, so we'll go with Grodd.
Does Bizarro even know there's a fight that's happening though?
That's true.
Like he's
That's
dumb
true.
as rocks. He don't.
Oh,
he
he'd
don't
know
what's
there was a
going on
fight
half the
happening,
time.
but I mean, Grodd's just a genius level intellect too. So I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, he's more than likely going to outsmart him, 100%.
So here we start off with Pete.
Wow.
Darkseid versus Deathstroke. Who do you got?
Is there a contest here? Darkseid.
Hey, it happens. You know, it's the luck of the draw, right? The luck of
Dark side on this one all day long. Wait, Slade Wilson's mortal. Technically, you know what I mean? He's a human. Darkseid's a god. He's conquered galaxies, conquered whatever. Plus the strength level alone and intellect level. There's Darkseid.
Okay,
Darkseid for the win.
All right. How about you, Alex?
Darkseid for the win for the entire contest because there's like nobody to compete with him. I don't think. Like I said, he's more of a cosmic being. Just he can destroy anybody at will with the snap of a finger. Kind of like related to the Marvel universe with Galactus and stuff. Just like there's nobody there to kind of compete with him.
All right, Caesar, you're next.
I'm gonna say Darkseid side. Just to cover all bases, but even though what's his face could grow limbs and all that shit, but he'll just keep ripping them up in pieces and throw them in some fucking boom mother box, and then we'll be done with that shit.
Brandon, I think because this is just one half for right now. As soon as we're done with this half, we're actually going to go to the next half, but we're going to finish this one. I think he is on the other side, so that's going to be a good contest and battle. So, Cerebro, what do you got? Darkseid or Deathstroke?
I don't know anybody named Darkseid, but Darkseid, yes. I think Alex said it right. The whole cosmic thing, like he's straight up a god. So yeah, whenever you're not, then you lose.
I'll give it to that too with Dark Side, because I'm going with being accurate with Justice League. They call them Dark Side. I'll go with that. Dark Side has this end of the packet. We'll see. Let's see what else is on here. I don't know. I didn't check everything. Oh man, it's gonna hurt. So we have Solomon Grundy versus Joker. We'll go with right there. Cerebral, you go first.
Joker.
Okay. I think this is gonna be. I'm surprised. I wish it would be a little bit easier. Caesar, you're next.
Yeah, Joker would just outsmart the dumb guy. So let's go with Joker.
Oh, okay. Alex.
Yeah, I mean, Joker's on top for a reason, and he competes against the best, and why not?
Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Pete, what do you got?
This is tough because Joker just wants to see the world burn, and he'll do what he wants to do to make it burn. Solomon Grundy's already dead, so it's like he could hurt him, but I mean he'll outsmart him in his own right. But he's got more resources probably than Solomon does. He can form words better than Solomon Grundy can. But I mean, shoot, Grundy's a beast unto himself, though. He really is a beast. It depends. Joker. I'm gonna have to go with Joker just because of his wit.
Everybody's choosing Joker.
Devotion to just chaos. He's an agent of chaos. So
I guess I'll be the only one for Grundy, and because I'm gonna give him the respect he deserves because he is Grundy. He's gone toe to toe with everybody. Joker, yes, he got Superman pissed, but that's it. Superman has trouble with something Grundy because his powers are pretty much magic and it hurts him. You also got to go understand that if they go one-on-one, it's going to go with who can last the longest. Joker
that's Grundy.
Throwing bombs, throwing little knives, it's not going to hurt him. Nothing that Joker can really do can hurt
But then
him.
again, you got to think it's not about really killing that other person; it's trapping them. Winning, you can win in different ways. You don't necessarily have to
But
kill
the thing
the other
is,
person.
Joker needs to prep in order. You have to put a Batman to prep to get Grundy. You know what I mean?
I mean, Grundy's dumb enough where he can prep while he's fighting him.
I don't know. It is. I am still gonna go for Grundy. At the end of the day, I am for him. But Joker wins this round. Wow. I love Heath Ledger, but okay, we got another one. Red
I love
Hood.
it when Pete laughs.
Red Hood versus Grundy. We'll keep with the same lineup. Cerebro.
You. Red Hood.
Good.
Thank you.
Because I don't like I think I might now, the more and more I'm thinking about it, I might know that monkey creature, but who knows?
Yeah.
But I still say Red Hood.
Okay.
Jerk out to the mic. Pomps. Shut up, Pomps. You know what you're talking about. Caesar, you're next. Who do you got?
Grodd.
Grund. That's true. Dude, this guy.
Palms
So,
is coming out of
Alex,
nowhere.
what do you got, Alex?
Popularity, Red Hood wins. Grodd got more going for him in terms of knowledge, power, strength. But I got to go with Red Hood.
Okay, how about you, Pete?
Grodd for the win over that one.
So
This
I'm gonna.
genius level intellect. I mean,
Mhm.
he's gonna outsmart him in his own right, own way. Red Hood's a great tactician and stuff. He'll come at him good. It'll be a good fight. But Grodd, I think, is gonna take that one all day.
So I'm gonna go with Red Hood on this as well, just because, like I said, he came from the last pit. His mind's not the same. He has been trained by Batman, so he has the same mentality. But Batman's one of the few people that can come out of mind, being mind controlled. You don't know what the red shield's made of. It's the same kind of to get away. What's it called? It was the same kind of metal used to repel anybody with those psychic powers. I can't remember if it was or wasn't. And like I said, and if he has the ability to fight anything that Grodd does mentally. When it comes to strength, I give it to Grodd, but when it comes to the ability to change the fighting skills depending on the person, I would give to Red Hood. But overall, it is Grundy, and we'll give it to Grundy. Oh, I better. This better be unanimous. This better be unanimous. And we're gonna go with the person with the biggest brain again, Caesar. Go first, Caesar. I want to see what your answer is. Don't be copying everybody else.
I'm gonna say Grundy. Just to be safe. It would be Dark Guy. Because he's definitely he is who he is. So I'm gonna go with the guy on the left.
We are gonna get canceled after this show.
I mean,
Dark Guy.
he's a god. Come on.
Okay, Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, same. Darkseid for the win.
Pete,
Dark Side for the win. Omega beams all day, baby. Joker can't outrun those, I don't think.
Yep.
And yeah, Dark Side.
Cerebro.
Joker is my favorite Batman villain of all time, unquestionably, hands down.
That's not the question.
But
Focus.
that doesn't mean crap in this competition. Darkseid takes it all the way.
And I agree. I don't even have to explain. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're good.
I agree. I'm not going to put any explanation on it. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Nobody's commented this time, and we're going to go with Darkseid.
There it is.
So this is the semifinal right here.
Semifinals.
Ooh.
Grodd
Is there
versus there should be another half on the other side. So we have Grodd versus Darkseid. We'll switch this up a little bit. We'll put Pete first, Alex second, Cerebro there, and then me and Caesar last. So what do y'all think?
I'm gonna say it. Darkseid again for the win. You know what I mean? Grodd's great. He's powerful in his own right, but he's no comparison to Darkseid.
Okay, how about you, Alex?
Same thing. You can't compare a god to peasants. I guess this guy's just. I mean, he's still top tier villain, but what ground is he going to stand on when Darkseid can destroy the planet that he's walking on? So.
Good points. Good points. Cerebro, you're next.
I'm not paying
Okay.
attention.
Darkseid again. Well, that's my opinion. But I gotta say, I also want to say this.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, now that I'm back. Yes.
I really like these bracket shows because I'm actually learning characters that I don't know. So that's really awesome. And high five to both of you guys for even doing this. Sorry, I know that's a total side note, but it's really cool. Darkseid all the way, like literally all the way to win it.
Caesar, go ahead, Caesar.
It's gonna be Gorilla Grodd. I think people underestimate his brain power, his genius. Darkseid has been duped before. He's been tricked before, and I think Gorilla Grodd actually has the ability to do that. And so I'm gonna go with the monkey.
And I'm gonna go again with Darkseid. He's just always thinking ahead. He is so he always has a scheme here and there, but one-on-one, he sees, and he's already been mind controlled before, so he's prepped all the time against that kind of attack. So I'm going to give it to Darkseid on this one.
So what Caesar is saying is Flash can beat Darkseid then?
You know what?
Hey, you're talking about the what's it called? The Flash that is what's it called? Dead Flash? Not Dead Flash. Because there's Green Lantern Flash, which is real powerful. Then you have a Flash that had died. I forgot his name, honestly. But let's go here. So and this is a good one. And now that we have the other side, this one should be easy. But we have a good competitor against Darkseid. So we're gonna start off with Cerebro, and then actually we'll go with Alex first, and then Cerebro, then Pete, and then Caesar. Brainiac versus Catwoman.
Ooh, that's easy. Brainiac.
Okay, Cerebro.
Yep, same.
And I love Michelle Pfeiffer, but why the hell did they use Michelle Pfeiffer? You know, like
all the Catwomen were pretty horrible, honestly. If you think about it.
But okay, if you say so.
Julie Newmar.
Boom.
Thank you. Or Eartha Kitt. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, Brainiac for sure.
Whew, I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
Hey!
bless you.
I'm gonna let you
Hell.
talk some bullshit. But let's go ahead, Pete.
Brainiac all day. She may have 9 lives, but you're talking about an omnipotent being versus a low-level thief. He'll take every one of those lives. Brainiac for the win.
Okay, Caesar.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Brainiac.
Bro.
Caesar, you gotta work on that laugh, buddy. You gotta get that down, brother.
I think that gave me COVID, dude. Fucking Brian, dude. Galactic versus shut up.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Brainiac.
Oh.
So with it, Brainiacs have it, so I'll kick out to that. Brainiac was this one. It was pretty easy.
You Delvid.
See, that is Deathstroke. Slate Wilson is
Deadshot.
No, that's
Deadshot.
Deadshot.
Oh,
That's Deadshot.
And who's the other one?
This is
I can't
Killer
even see that
Frost.
picture.
And that's Killer Frost.
yeah,
Oh,
Killer
okay.
Frost.
Well, I'll see.
So okay, well, let's go with Caesar. He's over here mumbling already.
Well, Killer Frost is just another female. It's just a female version of. It's gonna be Deadshot. I mean, that fucker can't miss. 100%. It's gonna be Deadshot.
Okay, all right. How about you, Alex?
Yep, same thing. Deadshot, master, marksman, from pretty much any distance. Got to go Deadshot.
Okay, Pete.
My man Floyd. I'm a Deadshot fan. Deadshot's got it down.
All right, Cerebral.
I think it's going to be across the board.
Yeah, Deadshot.
And I'm gonna concur on that one. So Deadshot wins this one. Oh, there we go. This is a good one. Yeah. King Shark versus Black Adam, and that's another good villain right there. No, I adore. Actually, I'm gonna go first in this one. I'm already talking. And so I'm gonna go for Black Adam, obviously. But Killer Shark is a character I liked. He was funny in the movie. He was just some random fun. But Black Adam will whoop his ass and kill him pretty much. So I give it to Black Adam. Let's go ahead and go with Cerebro.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
I really like King Shark. I really like King Shark. But against pretty much anyone that's not a normal human being, there's no comparison. Like he get his ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
Black Adam.
Okay. Now we got Pete. What do you think?
Black Adam. He's got the power of 7 gods and the wisdom of Solomon. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. King Shark's great, but Black Adam for the win all day.
Oh, perfect. There we go. Okay, Alex, you're next.
Yeah, it'll be definitely an entertaining battle. I'm sure it'll have its comedic value to it, but Black Adam by a landslide.
And Caesar, what are your thoughts?
Alex, are you doing the show from the streets? Is that your car driving by? I mean, fuck.
Probably.
Yeah, close your
I
door.
know, man.
I'm gonna say Black Adam will make sushi and sashimi out of that shark.
That's exactly what Billy said. You see, you're reading the comments.
Oh, did he? Where?
Oh,
Right there. It's right in the screen.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Dude, Billy, why are you helping this guy out, Billy?
I'm gonna say
Not
Black
helping
Adam.
you.
I'm gonna say Stallone voicing King Shark was genius.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah. Sounds
the best
about
part.
right, Caesar.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be Black Adam all the way.
All right, well, the Black Adam ties it. Wait a
Wait a minute.
Croc.
Oh, it's Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
Baby.
I don't know. So Killer Croc versus Poison Ivy. We're gonna go. Teaser go first this time. I already went first. Switches up. Okay. Go, Caesar.
Poison Ivy is stronger than people think, so I'm gonna go Poison
Yeah.
Ivy on this one.
Okay. How about you, Cerebro?
I say Poison Ivy as well.
That's good.
He doesn't count. He went outside.
That's fine. Alex,
Yeah, hands down, Poison Ivy.
Pete.
Nom. Poison Ivy. All day.
Adams.
There's plants under the water. She controls them too. Poison Ivy.
And I'm gonna concur with that. Poison Ivy is an underrated villain, and she is powerful. She controls many things. And I've seen her fight. She puts a 1-on-1 versus Harley Quinn. And I wonder if Harley's gonna be on this side of the bracket. So we'll go with Poison. Oh, see, that's another good fight right here. You Lex Luthor versus what's
Zod.
it, Zod.
General Zod.
General Zod.
Ooh.
So that is a good one. Then we
Ooh.
still see there's more killer characters on this side of the bracket than so Darkseid does have a competition. So we'll go off with Cerebro real quick, and then I'm sorry, Cerebro, Alex, Caesar, Pete, and then me. So go ahead, Cerebro.
I don't know. Well, he's gonna say Lex Luthor.
No,
So,
No.
JC just said Zod.
No, JC
well,
said
then, there
Zod.
you go. He said Zod.
Wow.
So don't listen to me. Listen to him.
Okay, so we have one Lex, one Zod. What do you say, Alex?
Yeah, that one is probably the toughest starter battle in the whole bracket. I want to say Lex just because he's a classic character, got all the armors and everything, but yeah, Zod.
Okay, how about you, Caesar?
I'm gonna say Zod is ruthless. Lex is he's roast. So
This guy.
no. You know what? I'm gonna go with Zod because Zod basically almost has the Superman powers. And we all know that Luthor always has problems with what's his face. So I'm gonna go with Zod. Plus, I actually like Zod. I think he's a cool character.
Pete.
Based on the picture, Lex with his kryptonite suit, Lex Luthor all day.
Yeah,
What-
but
what
without
play
the
can you
suit,
do?
though.
Just because, I mean, Lex is a genius level intellect as well. Plus, he has the power, has the ability to obtain kryptonite. And if he's got his suit on, that thing is a kryptonite suit. So he's a pretty formidable foe with that.
So
I'm going to go with Lex on this one.
I'm going with Zod too, with everybody else because Zod it comes from Krypton, right? All of them were pretty much, most of them were breeding geniuses, professors. They come from a smart planet, pretty much, and he's no pushover when it comes to. And then he's not gonna be safe like Superman. He's going for the kill, not for the take him down. So I am gonna go for Zod as well. And overall, we have Zod as the win for this one. That was a good fight, though.
I lose.
Oh, Steppenwolf versus I forgot her name. Pete, do you remember her name?
Wrong battle.
Not that picture of her, no. I don't.
Is
That's
that
good.
is that Enchantress? Is that Enchantress? Is it?
No, it's
I think she's an anti-hero. I think.
What? Let's see. Where's all the nerds? Hey, you nerds in the comments, go ahead
Pobbs,
and
come in here. Professor Pobbs, get in here and
Bombs
tell us.
or Brandon No Beard Corey.
I
Find
asked
out.
North, but he can't talk in here right now, so sorry.
And look, yeah, it is Enchantress. It is Enchantress.
It's
Oh, it
Enchantress.
is it? Enchantress? Wow, look at me.
Even the, you
Good
gotta
job.
Wow, Caesar for the win. I'm gonna have some ice cream tonight.
2 nights in a row, Caesar. You better watch that blood pressure.
Oh, okay.
We'll keep the same lineup. So we have Steppenwolf versus Enchantress. So what do you think, Cerebro?
Well, now that it's Enchantress, what?
What the hell are you talking about?
Wow.
I don't know.
Steppenwolf.
Okay. How about you, Alex?
Yeah, I have to go Steppenwolf.
I can't tell from the pic the green meanie.
Oh gosh, this is why Andrew
No, I
doesn't.
couldn't either.
This is why Palms isn't on the show that much. I'm gonna go with Enchantress because she actually is magic. She actually has the power of that. So I'm gonna go with her.
If you read a book, hey, Brandon, shit. This guy going for the jugular.
Man, you know what? I used to like you, you son of a bitch.
I'm going to actually agree with Caesar on this one. Enchantress for the win on this one.
I'm going to go for Steppenwolf because he's win a 1 versus 5 against Justice League. We all saw Snyderverse. He put an ass whooping on them. He eventually lost, but he put an ass whooping. I don't think Enchantress could do the same thing. So I am going to go with him. I think we have it overall as Steppenwolf. So he's going to go on. Right? Am I?
Yeah.
3-2.
I don't know.
All right. Okay. This one should be pretty easy. So you have Brainiac versus Deadshot. And we're going to move it up around a bit. Let's put Pete there. Okay. So, Pete, you go first, Pete.
I love Deadshot. He's my man, but Brainiac for the win on this one.
There we go.
Brainiac for the win on this one.
Okay, Cerebro.
Brainiac, same reason basically. Yep.
I didn't even give a reason.
That's reason enough.
But you did.
I love him, but
Well, you know, Brainiac is exactly that, right? He will outsmart Deadshot one way or another. But I always think that Deadshot, if he could just get off one good shot, man, that's what it is, right? It's that thing. If he gets off one good shot, Brainiac might be done. Oh man, it's tougher than
Well,
you
he never
think.
misses, but Brainiac has the knowledge of like a million worlds in his ship.
All right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
it's
hear you. I hear you.
it's
Okay, I'm
tough.
gonna go with Deadshot.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex. Shit.
I don't even think this is an argument. Brainiac in his sleep
okay.
without trying to Brainiac.
You don't even have to read a book, Caesar, to understand that Superman has trouble with Brainiac. Superman. And what you said, one shot from that. What is he gonna shoot Brainiac with
Well,
for him to win?
It's just because Pete convinced me.
No, I love how you did that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. A dead shot.
Will Smith getting slapped by Brainiac. There we go. So we have Brainiac overall. So let's go with Brainiac. Black Adam versus Poison Ivy. She is a favorite here, right? I like Poison Ivy too, but we gotta be real with this. So move this around. So Alex, you go first. Who do you got? Black Adam versus Poison Ivy.
I'm trying to find the scenario where Poison Ivy wins this one, but I think Black Adam just has the strength, power, and everything just to overcome anything she throws at her. So Black Adam.
Okay, we have that's two Black Adams. How about you, Cerebro?
how's that? Oh, you already answered. Okay, I have to say this. It is going to be Black Adam, but Poison Ivy could do what she did in Hush with Supes and Bat, and that could change things, but it didn't in that situation. So obviously, it wouldn't in this one either. Yeah.
All right, so we got Black Adam with that one. JC mumbling his words and thinking he's trying to help Poison Ivy as much as possible, but
I love
Black Adam isn't the same as him.
Everybody's trying to find a win for Poison Ivy, but
I want to.
I did too. I was like, no.
All right, Pete, what do you say, Pete?
Billy, plants can't grow in the rock. I'm going to agree with others. Black Adam on this one. Poison Ivy, great villain, but the Rock will beat her. He's a
Make some
superhero.
killer weed and calm that mofo down.
Some killer weed.
You know, I've been thinking about this. I'm thinking that plants can't grow in the rock, so that took me a while to think about that. You know what? I think Black Adam will smell what the Ivy's cooking.
You were thinking about this one.
No, this guy.
I think so. In this case, it's going to be the Black Adam.
That's awesome.
Okay, we'll go Black Adam. This.
Okay.
Okay, let me just go with Black Adam. I got nothing to say. Mason Killer. Oh,
Caesar shut that one down. He's like,
Deadshot never misses.
He was
unlike
waiting on that
Caesar.
one.
Hello.
I was hoping they would meet.
All right, so let's go with The Rock. Black Adam. Seven Wolf versus Zod. This is a good fight, right? So we'll go with Caesar first because he's on a roll, and I don't want him to get more jokes on the way down. So who did you pick, Caesar? He picked The Rock. And so we'll go with Zod.
I picked Rock Adam. You know what? Jeez.
Billy got you. It doesn't matter.
Oh, Billy for the win.
That's pretty good, Billy.
Billy, in the comment section.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, Billy. When we see each other in Fan Expo, we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. Was tough, man. You know, this was tougher than you think. I'm gonna fuck. You know what?
This is how Caesar buys time while Pete slides into his DMs giving him the answer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not just for giving me answers. So I'm gonna go with General Zod because I like that guy. I'm gonna go with Zod.
Brandon, honestly, I don't know what happened to. I thought Doomsday would be on here,
Yeah,
but
I
he's
guess
not.
so.
Honestly, I would rather have him than Two-Face because honestly, Two-Face is pretty much useless. But we have Zod for number one. So
Yeah.
Pete, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Zod, Kryptonian person from Apocalypse. Time after time again, Kryptonians win. Zod for the win.
All right, okay. And then we got Cerebral. Who do you? I call foul. Sorry, Brandon, my bad. Honestly, I should have checked before, but everybody's here except Doomsday. So, Cerebral, who do you have? Zod versus Steppenwolf.
I say Zod personally. Those are two of my favorite characters. Obviously, surprise, surprise. But they both would crush each other. That is a battle that I would love to see. But Zod takes the game.
Okay, we got Zod all the way so far. How about you, Alex?
Yeah, I gotta go Zod. I think it's gonna be more of a battle of endurance. They're both overpowered as fuck. I think Zod kind of slightly outweighs him just a tad bit.
We have Andrew as well as Zod. I'm going to concur with everybody with Zod beating Steppenwolf. And so we have a good battle here.
That's
and
tough.
Caesar needs some time to actually think about it.
Yeah,
So
I need a
Prep
someone
time.
give me answers. Give me answers.
I'm going to go here to the end. We go Alex first, Cerebral second, and Pete third. So, Alex, you're going to be in the hot seat first. Who do you
Still
body
gotta think
shaming
about
Brandon?
this one. This one is a tough one.
Who's body shaming Brandon?
I gotta go Brainiac on this one just because I think Cosmic Being, they're both pretty much cosmic beings. I don't know. It's a coin flip. Depends on who's writing it, but Brainiac for the win.
Brainiac for the win. All right. How about you, Cerebral?
This is a battle brains against bronze for sure, because they're both just beast mode in their outright. But I say Brainiac.
Okay, Brainiac. Okay, how about you, Pete?
Do you agree?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
It is a tough decision on this. Brainiac is going to take this one home. It's going to be a great battle, but unless The Rock really just does show up and drops the people's elbow down on Brainiac, it's not happening. Brainiac for the win.
All right. Next, I thought I was Caesar for, but I'm smelling a victory for The Rock. Honestly, I mean, obviously Black Adam. Just because, yes, he is a cosmic level. But what's up, Tyler? Joining in kind of late, brother. But we still going on. Who do you pick? Brainiac versus Black Adam. At the end of the day, Black Adam is a god, right? He has the powers of a god. Brainiac is not a god. He has cosmic threat, yeah, but he's still not a god. And I am going to give this to Black Adam just for that reason. So, Caesar.
All
I wait.
right, let's see. Cerebral. I'm gonna say, going based on that last Black Adam movie, I'm gonna say Brainiac.
Oh, this guy, that's trash ass response.
Wow.
I thought you had more love for Black
No,
Adam.
you know what? The movie sucked, so I'm gonna go with Brainiac.
He picks Dr. Fate.
I think we're 3-2 on here, and then
It's like Einstein versus Jesus.
Ooh, I like that battle. Go.
that's you. And so we have Adam here. So as of right now, it's 4-3. Anybody else have anything? Because this is the closest battle we've seen between like all of us. Anybody else wants to put their 2 cents? Who it is? Brainiac versus Black Adam. Billy hadn't said anything. Tyler, 2 hours. I'll never get back. Black Adam was horrible.
Yeah, it could have done it so much better.
I enjoyed it overall. For what it was, I did enjoy it. I didn't expect much of it, but it is what it is. So saying going once, going twice, and Brainiac wins.
Brainiac.
So I think this is the semifinals. We have Zod versus Brainiac. You know what? And I'm going to go last on this one, not because I know what I'm talking about, but just because I want to see your opinions. So we'll go Cerebral Cerebral first, Pete second, Alex third, and Caesar and me last. So what do y'all think, Cerebral?
That's a great fight. That's a great fight. Do you want to answer this one?
No.
You said no.
I don't want to answer this one.
Ah,
No.
damn. So I really like Brainiac, but Zod would take that one down. Again, that's the last battle was Zod and who was it? I don't know.
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf, that's right. And that was a similar battle, but not as brutal, more methodical, I guess.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, Zod would win.
Zod will win. Okay. What are you thinking, Pete? You have 1-on-1 in the comments too.
I honestly think Brainiac probably would take that battle. It'd be a killer battle, literally. But I think Brainiac's going to be Brainiac for the win on that one.
All right, we got 3 Brainiacs to 1. Okay, what are you thinking there, Brotherhood?
Oh man, if this was 1-on-1, I would probably go with Zod, but because we have Darkseid at the other end of this, I have to go with Brainiac just to make it more fair for the finals. But yeah, I don't know, Brainiac.
So Cerebro, did you pick Zod or Brainiac? Just to confirm.
You said Zod.
I said,
Yeah, he said Zod.
So we have 1, 2, 3 for Zod, 3 for Brainiac right now. So Caesar, who do you got?
I go with Zod is pretty ruthless, and where Brainiac is methodical, I can see Zod just going straight out, just ham on him anyway. And plus he's strong, Kryptonian.
Brainiac's Kryptonian too.
Yeah.
No, shut up. You know what you're talking about.
Read a book, Caesar. Read a book, buddy.
What am I on your whatnot? Okay, I'm gonna say.
Oh shit!
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Zod. I'm gonna go with Zod because of the haircut. Zod has the bow haircut I had when I was in 6th grade, so I'm gonna go with Zod.
We're basing this off a haircut.
Oh my god!
It's a tough one, man.
I'm gonna go with Zod too. I'm gonna go with Zod too. Not because of the haircut, just because him be who he is and as strong as he is. So we go with Zod, and I think the fight. This is a good final. I swear. Everybody was like, "Oh no, there's nothing to say," but no, this is a good final, guys. So we have Zod versus Darkseid. Darkseid, you son of bitches. Steve, you missed. Joker already lost. Joker lost a while back. I think he lost to Darkseid too. It was a close one though. It was a close. For the attack Krypton and struck its capital. I think Brainiac takes a part of it or whatever like that. But
He attacked
we are Argos. There we go. So we'll go with Caesar first because I don't have taking notes. We have our first Darkseid on here. What do you think? Darkseid versus Zod?
I want to know. Let's see. I'm waiting for Billy to type something. I'm stalling. I'm stalling here. I'm gonna go with. I don't want to go with the Caesar haircut, so I'm gonna go with. The Dark Dude. Dark Dude. I think those Omega beams are, and he is pretty big, right? He's pretty yoked. So I'm gonna go with the Dark guy.
All right. Okay. We have a 1, 2, 3 Darkseids. And how about you, Alex?
Same thing. Even if this bracket was a little bit different with Brainiac, I still see Darkseid coming up on top of either one of those battles. So, yeah, Darkseid for the win.
Darker is better. All right, Pete. What do you think, Pete?
Darkseid on this one.
Darkseid, no question. Cerebro?
What do you think?
Go.
No, you go.
I love you, Zod. I love you, Zod. I love you, Zod. Darkseid takes it. He's taking the game, so that's why I have to say.
Doomsday for the
I'm
win.
with him.
I love
All
you,
right.
Zod.
I am going to go with Zod. Just because he's similar to Superman, and Superman's only one of the few characters that can take our dark side. The only difference is that he's a general with more tactician behind him, more mental aptitude than Superman does. Superman he is strong, but he is not. When he's mad and frustrated, angry, he's a lot stronger, right? That's what Zod is pretty much. Unfortunately, sometimes the anger does get to him and he makes mistakes. Darkseid can and probably would take advantage of that, but I would still give it to Zod. Welcome to the dark side. But with that being said,
Smurfs.
versus Smurfs.
Smurfs.
I mean, there is Care Bears that kill, so
So who took it? Dark Side?
Darkseid took it.
Now, my question to you guys is: who's more powerful, Darkseid or Thanos?
That's a good battle.
That's not a question. That's Marvel, DC. DCs are like omnipotent beings. Their villains are like omnipotent beings type of thing. While Thanos is just
He has a
based off
Titan.
a celestial. He's a Titan. Well, he's from Titan. He's a not even a celestial.
He's a celestial. Well,
he's a child of a celestial.
We have people saying Darkseid in the comment section.
Yeah, Billy says, good question. With or without the gauntlet?
oh well.
We without the gauntlet, and then we have Darkseid without the
Without it, Darkseid. With
the
it, I
equation
think
of life.
Thanos.
I think
I don't
Darkseid
know.
would take Thanos every day.
Now, who are we missing? Obviously, they didn't throw in. I'm looking around. They didn't
Who
throw
is
in Penguin, right? They didn't throw in Penguin. They didn't throw in
Pointless.
Doomsday. I guess it is kind of pointless. Penguin is Doomsday would probably be
who
the biggest guy.
would be Darkseid though? Like, what other villains are there that could take from the DC side of things? Who would
John
come?
Cena,
to
might
Trigon.
be, so I'll see John Cena.
Trigon could.
Oh yeah,
Trigon.
Trigon is another one,
Yeah, Trigon could do it. He could give him a run for his
and
money.
he did in the movie in the animation.
In the
he
movie,
did
yeah.
fight him.
He was beating his
So-
ass actually.
Yeah, exactly. So that is it's actually another good one.
Yeah.
Thanos has warp with the love glove. Gauntlet beats Mother Box.
All right.
True, but Mother Box isn't something really without Gauntlet. Darkseid. See, everybody's going with Darkseid.
He's a badass. Now I remember growing up as a kid, my first introduction to Darkseid was the Super Friends, right? So he was almost the same size as Superman. And then later on, I'm like, they make him like this huge guy, like a giant almost. So when I was like, well, is he regular size or is he a god size, right? I guess depends what you.
So I got a question, and this was one of the questions I posted in the page. If we were to switch the villains from Gotham, from the villains from New York, right, from Marvel in New York, and Gotham from DC, you switch them up to universes. You have Batman and whoever's there, and then you have Spider-Man and whoever's there. Which of the villains will be taken down first? Gotham villains or Marvel villains from New York and Gotham?
So you're talking about the Batman fighting like the Sinister Six and
Yes.
Spider-Man fighting the Rogue, the
Yes.
gallery. Oh,
Well,
The Marvel villains would die first.
You think so?
Yep.
Batman would work them all. There we
yeah,
go.
I think the Marvel villains.
That is not true, but DC will definitely take them. Sorry.
I know. I think Spider-Man will beat the shit out of all the
Yeah,
Two-Face and all those guys. That's not even a
I think
comparison.
Spider-Man will go through them easier.
I think Spider-Man will go through them a lot easier.
Yeah,
So we have to.
Well, you forget there's all the Hell's Kitchen heroes too that are in New York as well. So most likely they're going to be fighting those people with
Oh,
Punisher,
geez.
Daredevil. You know what I
Read a-
mean? Luke
read a book.
Cage, things like that are coming into play too.
And then
It's an interesting
Batman
thought.
only has the Bat family pretty much. So that would be. You also got it. Where are the Teen Titans located though? Are they
San Francisco.
San Francisco?
That sounded funny. Where are they located? Akron, Ohio. It just sounded funny. San Francisco. It just.
Akron, Ohio.
So yeah, okay, we'll leave it at that. So I would go with Batman just because I'm a Batman fanatic. But with that being said, that was a good round. Darkseid took it. Unfortunately, Doomsday wasn't there. Do you actually think that Doomsday would make a difference in that bracket against Darkseid?
No.
Because Brandon
I don't
over
think
here
so.
was saying that. No. Okay, how about you, Alex?
No, he'll get to like the semifinals, but yeah, there's still no competition for Darkseid.
How about you, Pete?
Doomsday would have done a good run for the money. I think it would have come down to both of them. But Doomsday's just rage and whatnot. Darkseid, plus
I'll
he's
tell
got a
you
whole
what.
army behind him.
Would he have won Brainiac? Or Zod?
Doomsday versus Brainiac.
No, these Darkseid versus Brainiac, right? That's what you're saying?
Either or. I mean, do you
Okay, we'll
see him
go with Doomsday
Zod
first.
or-
Doomsday versus Brainiac. What do y'all think? Doomsday?
I gotta go Brainiac. I don't know.
Brainiac.
It's cosmic. I mean,
Brainiac.
Brainiac.
Yeah. Damn it! You had a
Doomsday is
question.
like overpowered being to actually whoop Superman's ass and put him
Yeah.
underground. He's the only person to do that. But again, Zod is up there too, so either or would have won it.
Let's go back to this comment Brandon said. Was this in a book? Because
Yes.
as you can tell, not a lot of us read, other than Pete maybe. I read a lot of anime. I see a lot of animation. Caesar barely reads a book that we sent him today with 2 pages, so it's pretty hard to understand. One book.
You know what? I don't like the fact that Brandon. I don't like the fact that Brandon reads and he brings knowledge to the table. I don't like that at all. Actually, we're gonna block you, Brandon. As a matter of fact,
you're good, Brandon. I mean, you did fuck us up with a 1-chip challenge, but we're still
fuck
good.
you. Yeah.
If Hulk strolls into Gotham, I don't care how much prep time Brucey has. Smash. No, Batman wins. Easy, Billy. You're wrong. So Doomsday, Hunter Prey. Oh yeah, okay. I should know that.
Wow, he's even quoting the book.
Look at that. Alex
Is
has
that it right there? What's her name? Alex?
What's her name? Or what's your name?
Alex?
What's
Dude, he has him right there. How do you not know this, Alex? You have the books right in front of you.
Fuck DC.
wow.
Oh,
This
God.
is my it is summertime around here now.
So this was Alex's first and last time on the show.
Bonfire starter wood, so that's
This
what
guy's
that
still
pile's for.
He's still talking. That's funny.
This was the guy that got me into comics. Amen, Alex. Billy, motherfucker. Anyways, so let's go to another topic before I get frustrated. Actually, this is an important topic we need to bring up. Not that much for us, maybe more for Alex and whoever does work with Lunar and.
Did they say? Yeah. Did they say why Image left?
So
I think
this
they're
is what
just fed up. Go ahead. I don't know.
all this is what showed up is Image Comics joins Lunar for district marketing distribution. When it begins soliciting with Lunar distribution, it will be first solicitations will be in July for September on sale product. And so it looks like Image is currently working out the schedule for when the final day for the product will be shipped from Diamond. So Image is moving to Lunar, guys. If you know what that means, it means that they're not going with Diamond no more. Diamond, so pretty much everybody's like, oh, Diamond is shitting it's out of here. They're pretty much dead. Alex, you with more information on it, what do you think?
I think it's just a follow-up. It's been long overdue. Image has been just basically at that tipping scale, and I don't know if anybody else has been following along, but just recently, I would say about a week or two ago, they've been doing shipping delays and trucks getting damaged and just so much damaged product that I think Image, that was the last straw for them. And it was immediately after those delays, saying that books were not going to get delivered this week. Image right away put that out there. So I think this was like their final straw for being distributors. So yeah, I don't know. It's not going to be the end of Diamond as everybody thinks it is. They still got so much going for them with toys, cards. They're one of the biggest distributors for Wizards of the Coast, so they'll still be in business for a long time. They're definitely not going out. Is it a huge blow to them? Sure. But again, it's hopefully the kick in the butt that they need to start getting things back in order over there.
What I wonder if Diamond would be afraid of the domino effect, right? So Image drops, and all of a sudden people are like, well, why don't we drop and also go to Lunar too? So that I think if anything, Diamond would be worried like, image is huge.
I'm sure they
Who
are,
else
yeah.
would follow suit and go, shit? If we lose another couple, then we're really gonna be up creek,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I agree. So, and that with that being said, there was also this, and it didn't show the whole screen. Dear Diamond customers, today Image announced effective September 2023, Diamond will serve as a wholesaler for Image comics and graphic novels to direct market. We are working through details, including reviewing discount terms, and will communicate any changes as quickly as possible. So this was sent out also. I think this was done out right after the other one. So what are y'all thoughts on that? Do you think the first one was just like, hey, Diamond, get your shit straight before we move off? We're still going to give you another opportunity, or
Oh, they still own certain rights to certain things like trades, graphic novels. They're not going to wipe out anything. It's all the past backstock stuff that they can still reprint and republish. They still have access to all that because even you can still order limited quantities of DC stuff through Diamond. So it's not completely going to go away. All the new books will. So it's from here on forward. Anything that is new, that will stop. But anything republished or reworked or trades or stuff like that, you could still order that.
okay, Pete, you got COVID?
That's what I gotta say about that. That's what I gotta say about that.
See, it's all because of Dell. You got the Delvid because he sneezed.
So fucking Brian had said that he got COVID through fucking the show. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyway, so that was one of the bigger things that popped up recently. We also had Tina Turner pass away today. Rest in peace. We also had Jim Brown pass away recently too. So some of some like it always goes in by threes. Unfortunately, that is what a lot of people notice. Even like in January, a lot of people have passed away. We had who was it that died? We had George Perez, Adam.
As a matter of fact, just the other day was Ray Stevens, the guy who did Thor.
Yes, Ray Stevens too.
That's the three.
Punisher. There's your three. Punisher.
Yep.
And he was young. He was like 55,
58.
56?
58.
Damn.
No.
Man. Now,
So-
did you guys also see Dale? I forgot to tell you about this about what happened to the Echo show on Disney Plus.
I saw something about it, but didn't really.
Yeah, so
read it. I just
apparently,
perused it.
it was unreleasable that they're redoing shots, they're redoing things, they're rewriting. My thing about Echo is that can that character carry a show for 6 episodes, 8 episodes, or is she just more of a sort of what we saw in the Hawkeye and just sort of a cameo badass? But can she carry a show? I don't know if that show's gonna be that great, to be honest with you.
I think she's one of those characters that, like you just said, carry it by herself. No, I think there's going to be other cameos of other characters in every episode to keep it moving along in the storyline. She's going to be that bridge between one show or one movie to another.
Right, exactly.
So,
and what I still think is that, remember when this goes back to the whole spec thing, everybody wanted the first appearance of Echo, and everyone jumped on it. And that book skyrocketed, and now you can get it for, it'll be on Cerebro's Tuesday $2 show, because if no one wants it,
I'll be
anymore,
there
because it's not a thing.
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up with what he said. DD and Kingpin will carry that show.
it's exactly my point. That's going to lead into Daredevil Born Again. You know what I mean? It's like it's that bridge show that keeps it moving. The storyline.
Hey, Brandon, I thought that was a movie. It's not gonna be the Marvel movie, the Marvels. It looks honestly, it looks fun. It looks like something that I wasn't expecting really much, obviously. But if you go in as just a fan and just like, oh, it's a different movie with people's superpowers, it'll be all right.
It's a movie. It's a movie. I'm gonna probably wait till it gets. It's the last one of the phase. It's the last one of the phase, right? So you don't have to go watch it to go watch the other. I'll wait for it to get home and then stream it. I'm not going to run to the theaters.
It was all right.
Now, do you think the whole death of spoiler alert in case nobody knows, Marvel already kind of announced it. It's been leaked everywhere. The whole Miss Marvel thing. She is going to be coming out cover years if nobody knows, but they are going to kill her off. So I don't know if that's like a gimmick to kind of promote the movie or if it's going to be something. Of course, it's temporary. All deaths are kind of temporary.
This is my thoughts on that. Rogue is supposed to be the villain in that movie. How rad would it be If they follow it like the animated series, Rogue absorbs Captain Marvel's powers. She goes into a permanent coma. Rogue has super strength and flight now. Boom! There we go.
So that'd be Carol
that would be-
Danvers. That's
it'll
the
be-
Carol
yes.
Danvers that happens to. Not
Yep,
Who?
it's
Who?
actually not
Wait,
Rambo.
hold on. Who's supposed to be the villain in Marvels?
Rogue.
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 Is that official or is that what we're hearing?
Well, we're
Spec
hearing.
official, but there's big talks that
So
that's
they do-
introductory.
Now the question is, what actress will they get to play Rogue, right?
That's
Yeah,
that was a big thing.
And Rogue, you can't
And
get
then Channing Tatum's the one to play Gambit if Rogue comes out because of all
my
that shit.
God.
He's been trying to play Gambit.
He's been trying to
so
play that for 20 years now.
in other news,
Yeah.
when it comes to Marvel, Venom is supposed to have a new host.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, first one was okay. Second one was horrible. So I'm hoping, they put some Game of Thrones flair, some miracle. Like, hey, their one is an awesome book, awesome movie. We'll see how that goes, but we can't expect too much. Expect so much from Venom, especially with Sony having it.
I don't know if people. There's a series. It's very, very not well known. It's called Venom First Host. It's like a 6-part little miniseries, and it does include the Skrulls. So I think with the whole Venom thing, it's going to kind of branch off and lead into the Skrull series. So we're looking at Avengers. We're looking at the next phase. So that might be like
The Secret
end
Invasion?
credit scene type thing.
Yeah. That Secret Invasion, I think, is going to be a sleeper. I think that show's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. That's probably looking forward to that more than the Marvels. That's for damn sure.
Well, it's and then another thing I want to bring up. I know Michelle Rodriguez made a comment recently about she said Marvel is making so many movies. How many movies can you make? I found it as a hypocrite coming from a person that has Fast and the Furious 10. How can you say Marvels are like?
Oh my God.
She's just mad because she hasn't been in any of them. But no, it is kind of losing its magic.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but like every single movie, it's kind of draining after a while. I don't know. I wasn't happy about Ant-Man. There were so many movies I was not happy about. You can actually name on your fingers how many good Marvel movies there have been in the last couple of years. So I
And
think
how
people
about
are
with
feeling them.
It was
the
after
one
Endgame. It's been.
What happened with the one positive thing about Ant-Man is that Kang was a good actor. Now the actor they want to rebrand and get another actor in his place. I haven't seen an update of what because it's supposed to.
So I actually read today that they're apparently split. That they're going to keep Jonathan Majors and they want to replace Jonathan Majors. He's hitting court apparently June 13th, and I think that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting to see what happens with the court proceedings, and then they're going to find out if he's going to stay or is he going to go. I hope he stays. I really do hope he's innocent. I like the guy because I think he's just a phenomenal actor, but it is what it is. If the dude's guilty, of course, Disney's going to be like, Feats, don't fail me now. And John Boyega, where are you? Right? That's what's going to happen.
Hey, the Venom First Host is a great one. So that'd be a good one too. No way they keep him. I mean, we can't compare Marvel to Disney. I mean, to DC because DC is keeping fucking Ezra Miller, right? And I think they're only you better not defend him, JC. I see your fucking face. Like, what the fuck? But Ezra Miller, I hope they kill him off in the next movie. I hope it's a good movie. But that guy needs to go, honestly. Like, he did so many dumb shit that I can't.
What did he do, dude?
What do you mean?
Ezra?
What did he...
Seriously, for a fact, what did he do? Because everything that I've read, not one thing has been confirmed or he has been sent.
Convicted.
Or he hasn't been in jail at all?
No.
Yes, he has in Hawaii.
He got a mugshot, but he's been
like
processed, but
drinking.
not charged with anything.
But yeah, because
If he's
obviously
got money, he
when
gets
you
out
have
of
money,
jail.
You get out of jail.
You got money.
So
you
what
get out of
happened with
jail.
Kang then? If he's got
When I was
money,
in North Dakota, he was there when he kidnapped that girl that went, but she was underage. That was real. I'm from I was in North Dakota, so that was
He was
a local.
grooming people. He kidnapped people. He assaulted people in Hawaii.
Not
They have
But
on
has
video.
been backstory.
nothing
to it,
convicted. Yeah.
because none of that has been proven, is what I'm saying. Or at least
Same
the
way as
stuff-
Kang, though, right? Are we talking about being guilty or innocent before convicted? Proven
It's
guilty.
Alex,
It's-
you're
it's-
absolutely right.
Kang, why is
I
Kang
get it.
getting all the repercussions and he hasn't even been processed yet? He's already
That's-
got let go almost.
No,
I'll behind Jonathan 100% right as of right now.
Well, the thing is about Ezra is that because there's so many witnesses that saw what he did, there's video of him doing what he did, and those things. It's very simple. It's very easy for people to go. Well, I was there. I saw him throw water. I saw him throw. I saw him cuss. I saw him punch. Blah blah blah. And then you hear the whole kidnapping and the whole. It's so much hearsay and all that stuff that people are very quick to react. And you're right. Unless there's an actual, and he went to rehab or whatever he did, but it's very simple. Is he in court? Did he get free with 12 jurors? Did he get it's tough. It's tough.
Same can be said with Iron Man. I mean, he was known for being a bad boy and convicted.
Well,
he was actually
Robert
convicted.
Downey Jr.
Now,
is the
now
perfect
everybody is in love
example.
with him.
Robert
So-
Downey Jr. is a huge example.
So you can't compare him being an asshole and alcoholic to what I've known in North Dakota. And like I said, she was a local that went with Ezra, right? Which was family members to a coworker of mine, which is I have information, right? Like that guy's a douche. Like fuck that. If anybody wants to defend him. But I am not going to defend Ezra. I would prefer Justin Grant from the He is last season. He made it so he's not going to be Flash anymore. He would have been a better Flash to begin with, in my eyes. Because
Who was that? I'm sorry.
Justin Grant.
Yeah.
The
From
Flash.
WB.
WB Flash.
Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin. There we go.
Grant
Uh,
Gustin for the WB.
There you
Hey,
go, Adrian.
I read him by backwards. I mean, I'm dyslexic.
It's all good.
Yes,
It's all good.
that guy. I enjoyed him. The first two seasons, even the third season, I loved that show. After that, it was kind of like,
It's redundant.
Bottom line is nobody even cares about the Flash. They're going to see Batman.
What the hell is Yes, I agree. I want to see.
It's the next Batman movie.
What
What the hell is WB? That's for all of us old people.
Yeah.
Singing frog. What? WB. No, okay. That's just
We're all going. Cause we're gonna watch a Flash, right? And yes,
I'm gonna go watch it either way.
I will watch it. Yeah.
We're like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna watch. That's probably the next.
It's supposed to be a phenomenal movie.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about it.
Likewise.
Like I mean, for Stephen King to say he likes it, not to see anything about movies.
That's
Yes.
damn. Is there a racetrack out there? Is that Fast and the Furious 11?
Yeah, that's Alex.
But
go around here. What do you say?
Just too fast, too furious.
the female Superman also looks like a cool character in this movie. At first, it was like, they're forcing him. The CGI sucks. I am actually enjoying her there, and I'm really hoping that it's going to be good.
But she is a character in the books, right?
Yes. Jonathan, what's up? Another one from the
Look at this guy.
another movie that's coming out is Spider-Verse. And last time Spider-Verse came out, there was when the news came out that Spider-Verse coming out, Spider-Man 2099 was a big book that went from like what $10, $15 book to about $30, $40, $50 book. So I was like, everybody was just trying to unload fast, and some people didn't get the memo, and they took forever.
Now it's back to $5.
Yep, it is.
I'll say it again. The movies, cartoons, animation does not move the books like it used to. Back in the day, when a character was introduced, those books would stay hot, would be hot, and stay hot. Nowadays, they introduce a new character. People are like, we're gonna wait. That's what it is. We're going.
The FOMO is worn off.
Combination.
The FOMO has worn off.
The
it was more than new
off.
collectors coming into the hobby and feeding off of it, and they would buy into the hype.
That's
basically.
right.
And same thing, it just fell like a rock so fast nowadays because now people are already kind of getting used to it. Like, you know what? I learned from my last mistake and invested so much in this one particular book.
That's right.
I don't think I'm going to make that mistake again. And people actually, they start to learn. But all I got to say about multiverse or Spider-Verse is I hope they do Spider-Man 2099 some justice. That's it. That's all I care about.
And didn't they say they're gonna make like 100 new characters or something like that, or new Spider-Man?
You see them all. You see them all kind of traveling across
shot.
the bridge.
So what? So everyone's gonna go buy Spider-Man.
All of them.
Some
All of them.
Spider-Verse.
Oh, look at there's Peter Porker. There's Aranya. There's
Well, there's like Peter
There's a
Parker, the
bunch.
Spider-Man India. That book I remember
Yes.
jumped from
Mhm.
a $15 book to a $100 book when they announced he's going to be in it,
Yep.
and then it dropped back down, and everyone was like, "What the f on this?"
Yeah.
And now,
I
like,
miss my
once it
book.
comes out, people are either going to be like, "Ooh, I want to get that book," and it'll probably be like a $40, $50 book, something like that.
Venom 2 and Morbius recruited for everyone.
Is
So-
this guy gonna
Yeah,
come out?
dude.
The
Ooh,
spider
Oh, he's
armor.
gonna be in there. Spider armor. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I'm going Thursday to see it, so I'm really excited.
So, with that being said, which book, and we'll go one by one like this, just to be more in sync. And we'll start off with Cerebral first. Which book do y'all think had the most FOMO and has dropped the most dramatically?
Well, I definitely Vengeance because
Yep.
of America. That was a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Jane Foster, or not Jane.
Pick one, JC. Pick one.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Okay, well, I'm thinking out loud. Raw book value, Vengeance.
Vengeance? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember you selling some of those.
Yep.
Yep.
And it was a very
That's why
bad
it
day
was
for
so
Cerebro.
Hey, but you got pretty much what I think the tip of what it's worth now, but now it's not gonna be worth the same.
Nope.
All right. Pete, you're next.
That Mighty Thor, first female Thor, or Lady
That was
Thor.
cool.
Thor #1, the Lady
Mhm.
Thor. That book got up to ridiculous prices. Now a 9.8 is like $50.
And,
I
and
didn't
the
know
thing
it
is,
was
too,
that bad.
Yeah.
there are also that fight between Thor 1 and What If, first Jane Thor. So that was a big issue too with those books.
And Venom 3 as well, first Null. That one's dropped off.
We just told
ton.
JC to go pick one, and you do the same thing he does.
When have you known me to listen to anything people say?
That's true. Check out last. Okay, we'll go with Alex.
I
Alex,
have no idea what you're missing.
Yeah, it's already been mentioned by Billy right there in the comments. ASM 361. I wasn't gonna say it because I seen it in the comments, but that's true, man. It was so hyped when it was about to come out. I think that was the peak of not COVID, but I mean when everybody was all on spec books like crazy. And then as soon as the movie came out, people didn't like it, and it dropped. And for that reason, that's why it's still sitting right there.
Gore the Thought God Butcher. It's dead spec. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was. I think that it was a goats that killed it. Go ahead, Caesar. What are you thinking? I know you. I
Well-
want you to go towards the end because I know.
You know what? Because I was gonna say, but that fucking man with the glasses stole it. I was gonna say no, but my other one, I would say Black Winter. When the whole Black Winter thing came out, people were like, "This is it. He's gonna be the next big thing. He's gonna kill the universe and all that." And then,
Facts.
woo, you're right, Adrian. I don't read book, but Black Winter for me, I remember that book was skyrocketing, and then it just, I mean, nothing tanked faster than that shit. That in 2099.
Yeah, there we go. For me, unfortunately, I own the book. The Kang has actually been dropping.
Oh, yeah.
It's been dropping a lot now. Like fuck, and I sent them in before when we came out back in October, and I fast tracked it and everything. I just got them like a week ago. I'm like, the movie's fucking killed it for me. So I'll see what I can get from them.
But the problem is, though, Dale, it's not even a problem. The good thing is about Kang is that because it is a such an iconic and an older Avenger that it may drop, but you will never find it in the dollar bin.
It is
Right?
Yeah.
You'll never find
It's
it in $5.
stabilized.
It's
still gonna-
stabilized.
Yeah.
It's still a grail for many. So it's compared to like the other ones where people are.
I think it's more of a modern book thing where the older books kind of fluctuate and they fall and rise. But I think the biggest burn is on the modern books where people hype up certain books and the value just jumps and it goes crazy, and in a heartbeat from
Who's coming
literally
back,
one
Adrian?
day to the next, it just falls.
Oh, like Black Winter's coming back this year. Who has Black? I think people you're showing a Black Winter book, weren't you?
Yeah, it was first cameo of Black Winter. Thor.
So
It's
there we
Thor.
go.
Or
Number
6
5.
or- yeah.
Thor
I'll give you
5.
700 for it.
First Black Winter.
I paid
Okay, you wanna
1K
give me
for
some?
my.
So, you heard it here first.
Yeah,
This
we heard
show
it.
is recorded.
Yes, it is. Yeah, this
Some
is.
legal binding contracts.
And I'm
Yeah.
over here selling fucking Billy my Kang and first Rama Tut for $400 together.
There we go. Off the
Shit.
panel starts now. For sale. For
Okay.
sale.
That was gonna be this year. It's in the retailer solicit. So there we go. So I would not sell it to Caesar. Just hold on to that, Pete. Get your money back. I mean, no, it's not. So, now that we all mentioned one, what's another book that has dropped?
I probably go. I mean, it hasn't really dropped yet, but I know it will. Is that new, whatever it is, the new what is it, Spider-Man 20?
Spider-Man 7?
It is. Yeah,
Or
the new
26?
Spider-Boy.
Spider-Boy.
That one is on the verge of kind of plummeting again. People still want it, so there's still that wants for it. But I think overall, I think that one will eventually start to see a drop.
Adrian just said it right there too. Ultimate Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Oh
First
my
Miles has
gosh.
dropped big
You know what?
time.
It is so now affordable for many
Mhm.
people, where before it was an untouchable book. But now
Yeah.
I'm going on the Instagram stuff, and I'm going, wait a minute, is that a second print? Because why is it $550 for 9.4?
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Yeah,
Yep.
really.
The one that it's also like going up. Oh, this one too. Honestly, that one we're going high, and now it's like,
Oh,
but the one that
Warlock.
actually is still high, and I want to sell it before it dies down, would be this one, Blue Beetle. So I know that
Yeah.
show is coming out soon. I'm hoping that it continue going up a little bit, and I'm gonna let this one go as well.
And I'll say it again. This is the good thing about being, and I hate to say it, Cerebro and Underdog and Brotherhood. It sucks for you guys because you're in the business of this is your business, right? Buy low, kind of sell high, make that profit. When it comes for someone like me who's a collector, I care less if my book drops to 5 cents. I'm not going to let it go anyways. And they could
Right.
go up to 5,000. I'm not going to let it go anyways. So it's a little easier from my mind. But I would be nervous as shit seeing going like this, and I could get $1,000 for it now, and in 3 weeks I could get it for 300.
Not
Welcome
even
to my world.
not even weeks. Days.
Yeah.
You can go one day to another, and it could have sold for $200 one day. The next day, it sold for 80.
You know, another one like you're talking about will be the M&M cover.
Oh yeah.
That one
Oh,
was
God.
like crazy prices, and it's dropped down tremendously now.
Well, the 9.8 still holds its value, but I guess there was not many of them to begin with, so that's why it does. But
That's true.
Uh,
So let me ask you guys, you three. Let me ask you guys, you three. I have noticed that recently, but even on Instagram and on the Facebooks, sales have just been. I'm talking games that we all know about. No one's entering as much. The sales have dropped. Claim sales have been sitting there. Good books.
Mhm.
What is it? Just everyone's just tight? Is it the economy? Is it people are just kind of? Is
I
it
hope it's
fatigue?
tight.
Fatigue?
I think a little bit of everything that you just said
Yeah.
goes into play with the factor of sales, especially right now. Economy is definitely a big thing right now. A lot of people are budgeting again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They weren't last year. They're okay. This is how much funds I have per week for said hobby of comics.
Yeah.
It's been tough lately. I know for myself, it's been tough lately. I've been trying different platforms, different avenues to just try to branch out from, hey, it's not working on one avenue. Let's go to another one, let's keep it moving. So
I think it's that too, but there is just, you feel it where it's just an oversaturation of sellers. I mean, nothing against anybody here
no, it's true.
or people in the chat, but I think it's just everybody's that were buyers became sellers, and now everybody's just trying to oversell all their merchandise on to whoever is willing to buy it. So I mean, yeah, with the market it is down, but people would always find the funds. If there's something they want, they'll go out and get it. It's always been that way. But I just think it's more everybody's just trying to overstep each other and just sell.
Was it also the same books being sold over and over again as well?
When it comes to FOMO, yes.
Sometimes,
Everyone's on
yeah.
at the same time.
Are
Yeah.
you?
I know a lot of people that go on, different platforms, buy from sellers just to sell it themselves. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just,
Oh yeah.
it's
I
just
think
the way
all
it
of you
goes.
guys are right with all of that, but also earlier somebody was talking about the excursion of brand new variant issues, and everybody was jumping on it last year. Everyone wanted the brand new book, brand new book, brand new book, and then all of a sudden they realized that certain platforms that promoted it improperly just pretty much tanked, and so therefore the book tanked. And then every other variant or exclusive or ratio variant or whatever, a 1 in 100 ratio should be $100 plus book, no matter what,
Yeah.
because it's that hard to find
Yeah.
already. Like that should be common knowledge, and I mean it is, but now you're finding we have a Spider-Woman book that 2 years ago should, because it was a 1 in 250, should be a
Here we
$250
go.
book.
He's like,
Here we go.
Oh,
Let's go.
well, but now that book, the last sold on it was $6. Like it's just insane to me that people don't buy.
Mhm.
And I'm making it sound really mean, and I'm not trying to, but people buy for covers more than anything else now. And after it's the covers, then it's if it's a key or not, and that's how you should be buying books. Or the biggest thing, oddly enough, this industry is based off of collectors from 100 years ago, so therefore collect what you love,
Exactly.
and people don't do that anymore.
Exactly.
They're in it for the buyers become sellers, just like Alex said,
to
and
branch off of that. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
they buy 15 or 20 copies of Spider-Man 7, and now they're sitting on it and selling them for $4 a pop.
Yeah.
Like, you guys
So-
messed it up.
So add on to what he said with Spider-Man 7. There's also a debate who is a real first Spider-Boy. Remember, there was Spider-Man 7, and there was a prior one with a different issue altogether. What are your thoughts
Almagam
on that?
Comics.
The Amalgam, yeah.
Almagam Spider-Boy crossover.
That was not in
Superboy and Spider-Man.
continuity. That's a whole.
I give it
Farce.
its original quote
Gimmick.
unquote because it's an official release, but I mean it's not an original idea or concept by any means.
Yeah.
It is a first appearance, I guess, in its own nature, but yeah, for originality, it doesn't
And
touch it.
plus, I've also noticed that everybody wants the keys for next to nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? You've already dropped it. Okay, it's $100 book. I'm dropping it down to 80. Then they come to you and are like, "I'll give you 45." You're like, "Come on, man. I mean, I've already dropped it for. I paid more than 45 for it, and I'm not going to give it to you for 45. I'm not that hard up to just make a buck." And
Yeah.
they sit on it for a couple of weeks, and then a new announcement comes up, and then they flip it for 300. And you're like,
Dude, what Billy just said is exactly another reason why I dropped off some books at Free Comic Book Day from Noel Shirato, and it was cool. But yes, people were getting it for free and flipping them on eBay. They would fucking just go to why don't you let other people enjoy the book if they want to enjoy it? Just let them have a chance at it. But,
Yeah.
man,
Again, that's FOMO, yeah. But from what I've seen, I've been doing this for over 30 years, and what I've seen, probably the most dramatic turning point for what we were dealing with in the hobby now is we've lost a lot of readers. Bottom line, nobody reads books no more. They're either, for whatever reason, to each their own, like we always say. They're cover collectors. They're they collect certain artists. They do it for ratio variants or rarity or whatever it is, but there is less and less readers, and I think that's what has killed the hobby for quite some time. But again, people collect for their own reason, not knocking them. Still, they're supporting the hobby, but at the same time, I think they killed the hobby when they're flipping it for a buck or two.
So, and now that you're talking about killing the hobby, right? There was an announcement today. Our friend Ivan Tao is going to give up, being a comic artist, going into regular painting, right? He's a good guy. I really wish he didn't have to, but you always need to support these artists because they go through a lot. Yes, us retail, we do go through a lot too, but then the pressures of an artist is crazy. I would never understand it because I don't know. Chelsea's barely getting there, baby steps, right? So she's getting I understand a little bit. But other than that, I don't think anybody here actually knows what they go through, deadlines they gotta hit, make sure they can make adjustments, and it's crazy. So I want to give a big shout out to Ivan. Hey man, if you see this later on, because he's a good follower, we love you. We hope you don't leave, but if you do,
Yeah.
we're always here to support. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's their realm that they have to fight with, right? Is that whole AI battle thing, and that's a huge conflict with, it
Yeah.
affects them in the wallet directly. So, I mean, there's a lot of people who support it. Same thing, why people collect comics for different reasons. They like the art, they like to read. Same thing that's going on now with the whole artist industry is, people pay for original art, which is crazy amounts of money. Which again, one of ones, they're the only ones who own it compared to somebody who can do it in 2 seconds and print out a million different photos or pictures and at a click of a button and still charge or if about the same amount or if not more. I don't know what they get, but it's a hard industry to compete with.
It's I feel sorry for Brandon's and on all the other guys who have the brick and mortars. It's tough, man. I see a comic book store and I'm going, how do you keep the lights on having $45 bin boxes that have been sitting there for God knows how long, and your good stuff behind the counter has been sitting there for so long because you don't want to lose your shirt on it. It's tough. I would drive. That's why you see so many of those LCSs close. So many, right? And it's because it's fun for them. It's the hobby. I love it. I love comic books. I want to own my own place. But then the reality hits and going, I'm not selling
I
it.
got to pay these bills.
I got to pay the lights, and now I'm selling
Yeah.
my $1,000 book for $400. Just to pay the light bill. It's tough. I feel sorry. I feel for them.
Adrian's like, Brandon's over here saying that he needs to looking to get out of his lease.
There you
So
go.
it sucks.
Yeah, it does, and
It's
it
brutal.
doesn't help that right now everyone's poor, right? No one has the free money to spend, and that's why you're seeing a UF4 for $400 for a 9.6 because someone needs to pay the light bill.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. It sucks.
Yeah, I've been tempted a few times just to sell, just to make the ends meet. I've been there, done that, and it happens to everybody.
I've recently sold stuff out of my PC in order to just make stuff work.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that's the thing.
game.
Exactly.
That's the game.
It's one of those like I hate to see it go, but it's one of those. Okay, well I can always get it back. That's part. I mean, that's kind of part of what happened to my PC originally. Besides my mom throwing it away, but you get into a time and you're like, okay, well I have this, I can sell it. Okay, I'll get it back again.
That's what we tell ourselves, right? Just to ease the burden of like letting it go.
I know, and I don't know how many times he's looked at me and he's like, "Are you crying over letting this book go?" And I'm like, "No."
Adrian,
It's stuff you got to do. We have to pay. Being a very small business, we do what we have to do in order to keep a roof over our head and our kids fed.
and that's funny, Adrian, because I had somebody reach out to me like not 2 years ago, but a year ago, about creating my own LCS, and so like nah, I don't want to do all that mess. I don't want to. I was just like be a random seller on whatnot, just chill, and just like right now, I'm not a seller no more. I don't go live.
Yeah.
I don't do all that because I don't want to be that. I just want to be podcasting. So that is my main thing.
Yeah.
I'm dragging my feet because
And that's the comparison, right? I mean, most
Right.
people see that and they're like, why would I get an LCS? Why would I go down that? I can do the same thing I'm doing from my basement, my living room, my garage, whatever. And
Cut your
still
overhead
reap the
off.
benefits,
Right. Yeah.
What's up, Dale?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a
Look
while.
at Dale. Yeah.
There's the man.
Another great artist.
Okay, the show's over, guys.
Fantastic.
Let's turn it in already. Dale made it in time. But yeah, that's why I keep my day job, or I'll be dumpster diving. So
yeah, shit.
a lot of times you see the exact opposite in LCS. Like you get a, but unfortunately, yeah, it's crazy that
I agree, Billy.
I have nothing to say
Yeah.
on that part.
I mean, honestly, the same goes for a convention. I mean, we all know that prices are hiked up, but again, they have overhead, they have costs, they have, a bunch of different costs that you do not see. You just see the bottom line price tag, and you're comparing it to somebody that's in their basement on eBay. Be like, no, look, it's $500 here. I want it for $500 there. That's not always the case. So, I can attest to that. Where just because you've seen it at eBay for a certain price, I can't give it to you for that price. Sometimes certain books, yeah, you have more leeway than others, but there's certain books that you can't.
It's funny. As you guys know, I don't sell, but I sell stuff that I don't want.
Don't sell, but you sell.
I don't have a store. I don't have a store. I'm not
Right.
under Caesar.
No,
I'm not under
I get
Caesar.
it. I get it.
I'm not
I
Brother
get it.
Caesar, and I'm not Cerise Caesar. But I sell stuff that I don't. That's fun stuff that I do want, but I can't imagine doing this. I'm trying to sell 2 books, and they're decent books. And if I'm going, well, nobody wants this, and I drop it, I'm going, I don't know how the fuck you guys do it. I really don't know how you guys do it, right? And it's crazy. You guys do it on the daily, and I'm like,
I sold my
hey
book
guys,
to Pete.
120. So it is what it is, and kudos to you keeping yourself afloat. It is what it is, and you guys make as much money as you possibly can, but it is tough to be a seller.
Oh, yeah.
I feel for you guys. I feel for you guys. When
It's
you guys
even
do your
tougher
shows,
to be a respectable seller. That's the bigger problem.
That's the thing too. Be an honest seller.
Because kind of Alex already touched it. We've all touched it. Either you're a shop or you're in your garage. 6 to 1. We all have the same exact book. I get it, but you know what? Somebody in the chat earlier had mentioned customer service is a huge thing, and there are a plethora of sellers in the industry that have no tact, no clout, no dignity, no respect for themselves, definitely no respect for their customer. And it's hard as a buyer to find the right stores to shop with, just as much as it is for a seller or a shop to find a good community to offer the product. Yeah.
Bro, I feel like the Yakuza driving by.
What the hell was that?
was that the crazy 88s? Is that what it was?
Someone's got their nitrous oxide going on. A NOS system, baby. Whoa!
Party over at Alex's. Jesus.
The booster.
Honestly, I feel like Alex is living in that neighborhood you don't want to live at, because I feel like
It's not bad.
He's stopping. He's cooking right for a drive-by.
It's another day in the hood.
Speaking of specs, what about this book?
It's not the hood.
Once
The Spot.
the spot
First
This
appearance
is
in the
what-
Spot. He's one of the villains in Across the Spider-Verse.
and no one's going and spending $50, $60 on this book,
That book's
We
never
did a
been a
year
$50
ago.
or $60 book.
huh?
That book
Will
has
never
never
be.
been a 50 or
Will
60.
and will never be a $50.
I actually sold one of those about a year ago for I think like $45.
There you go.
That's
I hate the
45,
LCS. I
50.
look up the prices
That's it.
right in front of you. Yeah.
Oh, so that's the other
Oh
thing
my
too, right?
goodness.
So you go to the dollar
I-
bin,
yes.
you find a gem. It's an $80 book. It's something was just announced the day before. You go to the cashier. He goes, "Oh, hold on, whoop, 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 eBay. Okay, $80. It's in the dollar bin."
Yep.
Don't make it my fault because you're not going through your shit and finding your
Yep.
gems and pricing it accordingly. Wait a minute. So you're gonna pay me? You're not paying me to find your shit, to dig it out, and for you to put $80. Screw that. It's almost like at Walmart when you're self-checking your stuff. You're like, you're not paying me to be a cashier.
Yep.
So you're gonna pay me to go look through your boxes and find some gems for you to price it at the given rate? Fuck you.
Yeah, what irks me the most is most of the time when you step into those LCSs, what are they doing? They're usually just sitting there or sitting on their ass or on the computer or just doing nothing that they could be spending that time doing that they don't. So,
Look at this shit. I had a store owner chase me out of the store and told me I had to return books because he saw them on eBay after I paid and left.
See you later, guy.
No.
Jesus,
That's
Adrian.
fighting words right there.
Was that Hype Comics? Just
Was
let
it
me know
Hype?
it was Jonathan. That guy.
It's like, He went back and pissed in his front door.
You have to honor it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the right
seriously.
thing to do. I think most of us here would just have the right morals to be like, you know what, this is in the dollar bin. I screwed up, or I lack of my work. It's $1. So charge it.
The last Friday night show, Pete, you and us can attest to this. Both pulling $3 books. Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Supposed to be a $20 book.
That was a $10 or $15 book for free. Oh well, here you go. Good grab.
Yep, exactly.
That we're like, well, and I think that's one thing that this group definitely prides ourselves on with being on Off the Panel is that we care about what our customers are getting and making sure that it's a fair price. And we're very honest about the condition of books. And we'll show you straight up, look, this kid decided to draw all over Spider-Man's face. It's one of those, that's one thing I really like about us is that we're very transparent. And I think that's something that we all should be very proud of. As this group.
Stuff like that goes a long way because you would rather have somebody say, I bought from Brotherhood, Underdog, Cerebro, I bought from Hive or Adrian stuff, and they fucked up, but they honored the price. That goes a long way. Instead of being the opposite and said, I went to so-and-so LCS and they charged me eBay price for $1 book. You would rather have the positive attitude, the positive energy going out there instead of the negative, because everyone's like, what's the first thing people say? What's their name again? Because I'm never going to shop there ever again.
And they're going to blast you all over nowadays. Nowadays.
I can't even tell you how many times we've corrected each other. Be like, hey, that $5 book you got for 10 or 15 or 20. It's like, oh shit, really? Okay, well, it's still $5.
Good deal.
Today only, but tomorrow it won't be $5. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, none of us can preach community unless we're a part of the community. Yeah. So own up to your mistakes, honor your mistakes, respect all of it. It's all community.
That golden rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. Is it really that hard?
Exactly.
And if it was, it'd be a lot easier.
Think it's that easy, but
you think it is.
It should be.
Running the scammers group, I can tell you otherwise.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
There's some evil people out there. They should have been on that villain list, the villain bracket.
They got Darkseid with one hand behind their back.
That's the next bracket game. Do the
scammer.
And
who's the winner? We're coming back for that one, guys. We're back for that one.
That would be a good one. That would be good.
It was our idea. We're coming back.
We're coming back.
Okay,
we're coming back for that one.
If you can make it, Chelsea, and I'll just put it on the show.
That's funny.
Zach Russell wins.
Zach Russell wins.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's already. I think Zach Russell beats. I think Zach Russell beats Darkseid.
Beats Darkseid. Man.
That would be a good one, honestly.
Oh my gosh, there'd be quite a few of them actually. That's a good bracket.
I'm thinking right now because even the little list I have on Epic, so it's like 16 to 20 people. Alex has the whole list of the scammers. That's just
it's been
we got to put noticeable names, right? Because hold on. I have another one that can compete with him. I don't think they can beat Zach, but you also have Joffrey, right? Jeffrey, right? That guy was a douchebag. Heat Seekers. He's the one that stole money from a lot of people. So
that guy.
That's our buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember him.
I mean, just hands down, it has to be Zach. It's just because on the grand scale of things, of how many people and how much money, it has to be him. But there's other people along the way who
he made a post recently about
I'm sorry, I'm thankful for it came down. I got screenshots of it, but he deleted it. Yeah.
But the comments were somebody tried to he put I've been doing a lot better. And he put some people that he sent books to. The guy was like, don't tag me to vouch for you. Yeah, I got some books from you, but don't put me as a person to vouch for you. Yeah, exactly.
After how many years, right? After how many years did you send me my $200 book?
And then the sucks more is like you tell these people and you comment and all this stuff, they make excuses for this guy, and they're like, oh no, he deserves a second chance. Oh no, he needs a third chance. No, he needs 12 chances. Or
my favorite, Dale, he never fucked me over.
Did nothing to me.
Yep.
No shit. He didn't fuck you over, but what about the other 40 people?
Exactly.
That's what me.
He's
But
never-
I
he's never-
give you another chance to. But yeah.
See,
Dale-
I could have been one of those guys. I bought from Zach. It took him a long time to send it, but he sent me something. I could be like,
I
well,
did
you never
too.
screwed me over, right? And he didn't. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not that special compared to the other $100,000 of stuff that he owes other people.
Or
I mean, come on.
my other favorite is like it was only for such and such. It was a low dollar value amount, so it was not a big deal. So
Now,
just,
Deuce is Wild is another character all in general. I don't think he's a big scammer. He's just a douchey person. It's just, and then
We'll have the douche list.
He's just a
We
douchey
we
person.
were in a group chat, right? Me,
runners up
Cerebro,
category.
we're doing a book, and he was real like douchey, and I called him and messaged him about it. You better quit your whatever. He blocked me, right? Eventually, but fuck that guy. Like it's like I didn't care who you were before. I just helped out. There's a scammer. That's right.
We're gonna do a douche bracket.
I love it.
A
Love it.
douche bracket.
I will win that.
I nominate myself every round.
I know myself. Teaser would win. He
I would win.
beat Zach and fucking Dark
Wow.
Side for sure.
But
Douche is wild. There's too many to this. There is too many to this. No, no, go by him.
okay, well, it is funny. There is, in a long time ago, Dale and I were supposed to do a
I
scammer
saw
show because scammer shows always seem to bring out, because people start mentioning people's names that were like, really, what happened? We need the proof. That's why a lot of times in Alice, this, when there's a scammer being called out, people are saying, hey, I need some proof. Show me the messages, show me the receipts, show me this, show me that, because you just can't say, we know in this community, Dale Guzman did not send me a book. What a scammer. And you're like, and they're like, oh, he just didn't send me the book. And all of a sudden, Dale's like, well, because I had family, blah, 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 blah. But now everyone's like, hey, don't buy from Dale because he's a scammer. Dale's a scammer. And it's like, wait a minute, man, because you know how far this name spreads like wildfire. And if you misname someone, if you do not have the proof, you will run that person to the ground. And it takes a long time for them to go back up.
So a lot
There
of
was
people,
a time where I actually was like filtering through. Well, we have a filtering system already. You have to provide proof. You have to provide the evidence and all that. But there's so many people who put out posts with that, none of that, and they already know the rules. But I used to to go back and actually message the people. I used to, I did both sides of the party. I still do, even if, as big as scammers that there were, I still had to hear their side of it. That's just, how it goes. But yeah, it's like a lot of people love to call people out with zero proof, just because they heard it through the grapevine, just because they did me wrong, or they feel like they got mistreated, whatever the case may be. But you need the proof. You need the document. You need to screenshot. You need to, do whatever it takes to protect yourself.
exactly.
I agree.
And it's funny because there's people that have had issues and they reach out to me, hey, this guy hasn't sent out anything. I'll reach out to this guy, hey, this person's missing, what's up, what's going on? And they are, I don't want to say I have a power, but they understand that I've been calling out a lot of people, big name artists, scammers, and I do it more recently. I actually haven't done it recently, but I've done it a lot where it's like they respond and I'll get their shit resolved, right? But I've been blocked by these people eventually. They don't want to deal with me no more. That's fine. Like, it's not like I deal with them anyways. I have my set people that I've ever bought from. I don't buy anywhere as much as I used to because the money is tight. But at the same time, I can care less anymore. These people are, you're gonna screw somebody over, I'm gonna call you out. And 100% believe it. So there's no reason for not to message. And if you can message me, like there's some times where somebody from my group didn't respond to Chelsea. I had a response. They reach out to them, got their invoice, they never paid. All right, we'll kick you out. No answer buts about it. They gave you a time limit, we'll kick you out. If you were in the group of Epic and then you were found a scammer, I had to kick you out. AJ, I kicked out Toads for what had happened. Friend of mine too, and I had to do it. Like no matter who it is, I had kicked out Matt. He was a good friend of mine too. I had to kick out him. I haven't got an update on what's going on with him, but if I find out, I'm gonna kick you out, bro. I'm sorry, no hard feelings about it, but I want to create a group where there's no situations like that to happen to them, especially because they come back on me. I'm gonna have to get money back and all this other stuff. So,
I mean, there's places where I know that kind of harbor these scammers or potential scammers. They still keep them on the short lease, regardless. I say they shouldn't, but they still do because hey, again, they never did nothing wrong to me, so they're allowed to do such and such actions. But I'm keeping them on a short leash. I was like, is that even necessary? Are you just waiting for them to do something again? And again, this is why history should never be deleted. Like with our scammers group, you're not allowed to delete a post. Once it's proven that so and so is, guilty of whatever offense, it's still posted up there. I've had so many people message me, well, it's been resolved. Why doesn't it get deleted? Again, it's just to show history. It's just to, people form their own opinions. They see their comments, they see their attitude towards, whatever happened for the situation. And people need to decide for themselves. Is this somebody I want to deal with? Is this something that I want to get myself involved into? So, yeah, I mean, history, you got to keep it.
There was someone recently, and I'm not going to mention his name, but I think we all know he was he's a friend of all of us, the show, and you guys from the Whatnot days, whose name was thrown out there of recent. And then I'm like, really? That guy? And so you get a lot of that. Like, really?
Who was it? Just say it.
It's Mike.
Oh, Walterberg, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, really? And then it kind of disappeared, right? And it's like, well, is he in or is he out? Did he reclaim himself? Is he on the good? Is he on the bad? Is he out?
I only heard one thing for like half a day, and that was it.
Yeah,
I think I knew more about him because of Whatnot too. I worked there, so I already had some suspicious activity.
See, and that's the whole thing. That's like, so that's why all of a sudden it's like, well, I guess we're out.
So this is Adrian says he ghosted me. These are the 3 stabs of mine. There's some more stabs I'm waiting on that are coming to me. This is Wind, the Throne of the Sky. One. This one's Break Rekapulu. This is Peach Momoko. And what was this one? I don't remember.
Is that from Adrian?
Looks
Yeah,
like Jeremy.
one.
Oh no.
So these are sketches, and these are from Adrian coming to me, and waiting for another book. But I can't wait to receive these fucking books. It's I've been waiting for them since October, since New York Comic Con, getting them. Let's see, one in 100, 1 in 75, and 1 in 200 vanish.
Wow. All right.
So
Adrian is not a scammer.
Yeah, there you go. He has my books. He's not a scammer.
He's not a scammer. You
You're
were
welcome,
this close, Adrian. You were this close. Dale was going to be this close to blasting you.
Yeah, you're lucky, man.
You're lucky, because we're the voice of the community. We're going to blackmail everybody.
You know what? Hey, calm down. I didn't want the 500. I wish I had the money for the 500. It was awesome. Anyways, Tyler, thank you very much.
That means a lot, Tyler. Thank you, buddy.
You know how much we talk every day, dude. So that speaks volumes, dude. Definitely appreciate that.
We all want so much for each other, and we all want to be trusted. As a matter of fact, Joshua did that website, right? The Facebook group, Dell, where he gets references for people.
Oh yeah,
is that you, Alex?
What the hell was that?
Are you doing the laundry? Are you?
Hail, bubbles.
Popping bubble wrap?
That's a good speaker.
What the hell?
Looks like he put his pants with quarters in the laundry. So we all want the best for each other. And if to go to a place where it's like, to go to a place and say, is so-and-so pretty good? And you put his name in, everyone goes, he's a great guy. He's fantastic. I work with him all the time. But if you put someone's name in, they're like, I don't know who the hell that is. Most likely you want to send him a $700 book, right? And if someone's like, I don't know who that is. So it's good to have that Facebook group that people can vouch and all that. And I always tell the newbies out there, put his name out there. And if you get no one respond to it, most likely I wouldn't deal with it.
So, sorry, Caesar sucks buttholes. That's what it says right here. Thank you, Tyler, for letting us know.
That's
But-
all
Okay.
fans handle.
I'm not gonna answer that shit.
But you don't sell.
So with that being
It's
said,
only
we're here. We've been here for 2.5 hours, and
Farmers only. What?
I do work tomorrow, so I have to cut this short, guys. So before we, Alex, go first. Please let them know where they can reach you, how they can see you. When's the next show? I'll let you want to let Pete do the rest of the stuff. You just want to promote yourself real quick, and Pete could probably do the whole shebang for off the panel.
Okay.
Sure.
go
Alex with the Brotherhood of Comic Books and Trading Cards. We do everything there, buy, sell, trade. Check me out there. We're also kind of doing pop-up shows on IG, so we're probably going to make that consistent on Thursday nights, so you can go check that out as well. And I won't pump off the panel because Pete's gonna fill you fine folks in with that.
Whoa,
So
whoa!
that's it.
Make sure you word that correctly, Alex. Pete's
That was
not
the
gonna fill
extra
me in.
off the panel.
Oh, whoa!
He
So go
did.
ahead, Suri, for your next.
Go for it.
you go.
Okay. Cerebral Comics. Definitely on Facebook, everywhere across Facebook. Look, she was doodling. Doodle. We are on Facebook. You definitely off the panel, which again, that's so fun.
I know. I love him.
That
Okay.
took you like
I know. That's what I was working
an
on.
hour or something. Yeah, we're Cerebro. Come check us out. Yay! That's what I got.
Hey, what's happening? Again, Pete with Underdog Comics. I've been going live a lot more on Instagram lately. We're going live tomorrow night at, I believe, 4 p.m. Right, Alex?
Yeah.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. tomorrow Pacific. Tomorrow night on Instagram. Probably going to do a pop-up show on Epic Comics tomorrow night on Facebook as well, just cause. And then off the panel, tune in every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. And Saturday, we're doing Saturday shows as well. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So you get us both days, bringing you a lot of fun books at a fun pace. 3 sellers from across the country. If we can't find it, I don't know what to tell you. Cause
This is the first time I noticed your mouth is not matching your voice.
Me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so weird. I'll just hide. And this is actually our giveaway, next month's giveaway. It's Ong Vu sketch of Fennec Shan from The Mandalorian. Super rad. 1 of 1. That is our next giveaway prize. Every $25 spent in our show per seller gets you an entry onto the wheel to win that grand prize. Last month, we gave away a talking Chewbacca. That was super fun. We gave that away on May the 4th. But yeah, we're always thinking of fun ways. This Saturday, we're going to be doing trivia. So tune on in. Doing a fun time with that. Chance to win free books, free prizes. And yeah, it should be a hell of a good time. So hopefully we all see you all there this Friday, again, at 5 p.m. Pacific and Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific.
Say it.
Thanks so much, Del. Thanks so much,
Say
guys. Comic Menu, it's been a blast.
No, say it. Don't
What?
what, Pete?
Oh, don't grow up, read a comic. That's kind of my motto over here at Underdog. Dude, you're getting it. You're getting it. Get the snort right.
Dude, I
Get
should've
that
just-
down. You'll get it one day, Caesar. Keep walking. Look at it. You sound
He needs to
a little
carry the
like
card with
Goofy.
him now. Be like,
Yeah, he's official. He's official.
all
I'll
right.
make you a
Hold
friend.
on, Caesar. Hold on. Billy has a question for Alex.
what's up?
How much for the gunslinger, Alex?
Oh, that's in the PC. That's not for sale at the moment. Because
Why
people
would-
probably
why would
offer
you
me like
buy- why would you
$200
have-
for it.
Why would you have books behind you that are not for
It
sale?
was a villain theme. If you haven't noticed, I did it for
Speak of
tonight's show.
hypocrite.
But I'm not a seller.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
selling.
Oh
the
yeah,
hot dog.
I forgot. I'm not a seller.
But this
So-
one is for sale.
Okay, so you guys know I'm not selling. So thank you everyone for showing up. 120 shipped. You can find me on the Instagrams, the real Dracula's Wolf. Yes, there was an actual Dracula's Wolf before me, and I don't know. Thanks, guys. It was a blast. This is the longest I think Delta's longest we've gone actually since the show
Yes,
started.
it has because we went pretty fast. Honestly, the first 2 hours, and I was like, I started watching the clock around 2:15. Like I need to shut it down soon because I got to work tomorrow. And then we just started talking, and then I forgot. And it's almost at 3 hours already. So
Well,
Yeah.
thanks to guys for showing up. Next week, I forgot who we have.
we have
Joel's
Joel
speaking.
from 3D Comics.
There we go. Joel.
So
That's right.
he's
Nice, Joel.
green. So we'll have him. Then we'll have Iron
Ironbeard.
Beard. Then we're gonna have Comics X with Ish. After him, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's trying to get Travis McDonald. Okay, damn him. And then after that, it should be Comic Corner. So this is the next 5 weeks. We already have the whole of July.
We're pretty
also
booked.
But we'll keep you updated as it goes. I just need to make sure we got the time correctly. So I had to do a thing with off the panel because they had other stuff they had to do. I had to make sure we coordinate everything at the same time. Who's going to Dallas Fan Expo? Well, that's a good question.
That's
Not
me. I am.
I want to, but
I'm all set up there, Brandon. If you're gonna go,
If anybody needs anything, I'll be there. I got a.
are you gonna go, Alex?
Yeah.
You're
No,
gonna-
Chicago
you're gonna-
Fan Expo.
Oh, Chicago. I don't care about that.
Nobody
All right,
goes to
we'll see Brandon.
They got Frank Miller.
I don't care.
And you know what's crazy? With everybody here, I've had a book with Cerebro. Where I have my logo with them. With Pete, I think we have the dog one.
Samurai Doggy.
Samurai
number one.
Doggy, and with also with Alex. So I've shared books with you guys, so it's cool to have that. Caesar doesn't know anything about that, so I obviously didn't bring him in.
That actually is really cool, dude. I like that.
I'll be there Friday and Saturday. Awesome,
Oh,
Brandon.
okay, Brandon. I'll be there Saturday only, so I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, it's cool. I've had books that helped out a lot. I remember I was like, "Hey, you want to come to this book? Hey, you guys, you want to get another book?" And now I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna do that because I wasted a lot of money then." But it was fun. I appreciate it. I'm glad they're all here together. It would have been different if it was one by one because it's better to have them all together. It's off the panel crew. I really hope this has helped them get more people. I really want to help that. Our reach, and I've been bragging about it. We've been pushing it. We want to grow this podcast a lot more and get more people involved. We are planning to do a drink off with some other artists. Who is this? Caesar? Fuck Caesar. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a collector.
Is
But-
that modern?
All for sale for $225.
It's art. He isn't fucking
It's
arguing.
art.
It's art for him.
Modern.
It's art.
It's not historical. Why are you collecting that shit?
Okay, Alex, it's nice having you.
My first appearance and now my last appearance.
We have to get you back
Hey,
on
it's
for the
changed.
panel.
It's the second hop goblin.
Second hot topic.
Is this considered a cameo or a first full appearance?
First full appearance on the comic venue. Oh, we got our YouTube back. Just to let you know, this is the first time we're actually back on YouTube
Yeah.
after we got kicked off by YouTube a couple of weeks back for having Comics Elite and Ariel Diaz at one time.
Yeah.
They did nothing wrong. It was I showed, I guess, some movies, and we have haters on there, so it is what it is. But thank you very much, guys. I am going to continue to reach out to friends and comic owners. We get them on. We are going to have a dual thing with White Sky Collectibles back in the at the end of July. Well, the theme would be 2-on-2 on our show, and then we're going to show on Saturday. The final artists are going to go 1-on-1. So that's what we're talking about. So that's going to be
Nice.
fun. I know last year we didn't have the comic fanzine sketch off. We'll make it up somehow, some way. We'll do something, obviously. I'll bring you a chip to Dallas for him. Fuck that. And like I said, every Wednesday we're going to be here. We are going to be expanding. I'm going to do my own solo thing with some local people on Sundays, hopefully soon. So keep in touch with that, guys. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, sharing out, throwing emojis, questions. It's fucking awesome. Like today, we just had a great show once again, and we had great people on here. Billy, thank you very much for your smart ass remarks. It helped a lot, and you actually helped Caesar answer a lot of fucking questions. So thank you for that.
DMs.
And we got Caesar to read a book.
Caesar's
Well,
like,
wasn't
what's a
a book.
DM?
Two? No, don't say it was 2 pages. So you
Two
don't-
pages.
No. It counts, motherfucker. It
It
counts.
No,
counts.
it's not. This is not fucking count, bro.
It counts.
You gotta officially turn a page for it to count.
There
And
we
not
go.
scroll.
Caesar, he wants his ice cream. Sorry, Caesar.
Yeah, I'm not welcome back anymore. I see
pouting.
that look on his face.
Oh, Alex is not coming back anymore because his microphone picks
I'm gonna
up
harass you on
everything.
Instagram. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'll
Still
hold
can't
them
hear
down
you.
and make them red one. This guy. Well, guys,
All
with
right.
that being said, see y'all later. It was a fun show.